We live? And we are live. Welcome to the ILP podcast and the LordsOfGaming.net episode number 1. Yo, the chat gotta chill, yo.
ILP running out of Sony 7.
Yeah, somebody said we running the podcast on PS4. Yo, I can't.
Yo, it wasn't me. It was OBS. OBS wasn't reading anything.
We didn't drop that bag off the OBS.
OBS need their money.
Episode number 148. It's another glorious Sunday. We're back at the round table on the Lord's Day. And today we've got
I'm pulling the podcast out of the bush.
And today we've got our PAX East recap, FinalFantasy7 Remake impressions, PS4 2020 lineup, and is E3 finally on its deathbed to discuss. So we gonna get right into it. So let's introduce the 4 horsemen of gaming, those original lords of the realm here at the round table. My co-host with the co-most, my brother from another mother, the difficult game conqueror, Lord of Reviews, and the how of the young wolf. My man, Lord Addict, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing pretty good. Obviously, we had some technical issues. I don't know what, we were fine on
You forgot to put the nemesis of OBS.
We were fine on the startup screen. We even ran a super chat on the startup screen. But the moment I hit that intro button, OBS is like, look, the audio don't work at all anymore. I'm sorry.
Yo, they try to say, Cat Daddy said you doing like a protest, like you try to get paid. Like
OBS was in the background saying, stars.
One thing that I want to point out is King got me hooked on this Gears Pop a little bit.
Yeah, I told you.
You know what, Addict? I want to shout out to all you frauds. You're gonna get this work.
Fraud alert. Put it out.
Shout out for all you frauds. Yo, when we saw Gears Pop, when Microsoft put it on stage, and everybody was like, we don't want that. You look at and then the game came out. Nobody said a word. All you frauds that downloaded it and got it in your phone, all you little Sony pony heads is running around with it in your phone. You know you love the game. I play the game absolutely nonstop. When I'm in Destiny on a loading screen, I'm playing Gears Pop.
Well, that's because you on console. You on PC, you don't have time for none of that.
When it's my turn to talk, I'm like, I got some news for you, brother.
Oh, so that's been just been Gears Pop, Addict. That's what it's been.
I've actually been playing Ori. Believe it or not.
Wow. Going back to part 1?
Yeah. I like it. I originated from the platformers, the Banjo-Kazooie, stuff like that. But when it comes to that, I was just I stopped. I went towards more of the RPG era. But this game really showed me, yo, you still like platformers.
That's what's up, man. I heard a new one. There's rumors that LogNet might have some coverage on that.
I don't know, man. That's above my pay rate. I don't know. You have to ask them.
You just make sure the podcast runs, sir. That's what you do. Other than that, that's been it.
Just crack the whip.
You gotta crack. Cat Daddy said I don't pay the man.
Just crack the whip.
Yo, shout out to Smitty Smith. Oh man, our brother, $6 super chat. Thank you for your coverage at PAX East. Y'all was out there grinding. Thank you, Lord. Much appreciated.
Actually, times 2. He put one out before.
Word.
All the super chats from before. We do appreciate everything. And yeah, I was gonna read it from before, but then the stream left.
No doubt. And of course, we have returning our most technical gaming lord, the solo gamer who lives for the single player selfish experience, and also the Sostradamus, Mr. Offline Profile Illuminati and Lord Patreon of the Iron Bank, my man, Lord Sovereign. How are you doing, sir?
What's going on, fellas? Welcome
Yes,
back.
it's been a minute. We haven't talked to you.
We
sir. How are
we
you?
have not spoken. I am done. I think I'm running on like 10 hours of sleep over the past like 3 days.
Wow,
so I'm finished. But you know, I'm here.
Tell them about that fight last night. Tell them about that fight last night.
I would if I had seen it.
You didn't see that
Do you
fight?
know that? Do you know I even forgot it was on? And when I woke up this morning, I said, "Oh no!"
Good,
and then
man.
I hear fight of the night, fight of the year.
The only thing I can hear when you said that is maybe combat temp will be as long as this week.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you right now. That had to
somebody
be.
get cat. Somebody get cat. Right?
So we got a $20 super chat from Cat Daddy Fat Stacks. Much love to you guys for all the awesome packs. Shout out to Dizzy. Stay strong, brother. Oh yeah, WWF 95 arcade game is criminally underrated.
Yeah, that's that joint King covered.
You saw that game,
That,
right?
that was that joint we were talking about when
Retro.
when Mercy was on.
Retro
that was
on
it.
wrestling.
That's it. That's the one.
Yeah, retro
that joint straight looked like WrestleFest. Like it looked like,
That's exactly what it is.
Let me tell you, the music and stuff in it is incredible. I wish I would have had Macho at that time, but Macho was covering Final Fantasy, so I didn't have a person for interviews.
Macho was in that Final Fantasy. He left you at that point.
Lord Macho was on that. So a lot of times, if you see videos without an interview, is because Lord Macho was covering other stuff.
He's throwing under, but if there wasn't no voice coverage, Lord Macho abandoned me, and that's the reason.
The king can only do what the king can do.
Shout out to Macho.
But I do say this though, right? He was writing, he was interviewing, he was, covering games. So Lord Macho was doing a 3-man team.
Shout out to all of you guys. I bend the knee to all the work you guys did. Lord Gene, Lord Macho, Lord Hyde, Snaldo. Old school, and of course you two
Bob
guys.
Dunn. We got a funny Bob Dunn story too.
Absolutely killed it. I really killed it out there.
We got a $5 super chat from Smitty again.
I've never knew how much I miss Sovereign until
you will miss
day.
Like
that day. And Lord Kaibatsu.
Yes.
But we got situations in set that we gonna have a serious
It's one of those things when we should be able to have a team on every aisle. It just goes up and down the aisle.
Bro, we gonna kill it. When you get back in pocket, we gonna kill it. Yo, three shout outs real quick. Yo, we got Lord Mock Moods in the chat. That's Way Hick. That's my boy right there. He's been holding us down with the articles on PAX. Once we've been putting up the footage, he's a beast. He's a machine. I gotta salute him. You know what I'm saying? Snaldo, you already know. Yo, shout out to your OCD, Snaldo, because much as I give you crap, that tripod. Yo, shout out to his tripod.
His tripod.
It's not even shout out to him. Shout out to his tripod.
His tripod was the answer.
Nah, Petey's OCD. Forget it, man. On a trip. You need that.
You need that, man.
You need that.
So I'm giving you credit. You know what I'm saying? School Talk was up in the building. We did a couple of interviews in there. Oh, shout out to True Gamer 90 CLA with the $10 super chat. Great coverage from PAX, guys. Thank you,
we
man.
got
I think that was
Smitty that we missed.
get Smitty.
With the $5 super chat. Shout out to DY Land in Streets of Rage 4. That's a question. How was the music in Streets of Rage 4 though? I need to know.
Okay, here's the real quick. I'll give it to you real quick. All right, there's the beat that we did inside the Boom Boom Room. Remember we was in the Boom Boom Room for a little bit? We did the 4-player co-op outside. But we was in the Boom Boom Room with Cyril Legary. Shout out to Cyril Legary with the exclusive media access. So there's a beat in that joint that is off the chain that Yuzo Koshiro, I believe his name is, did. I'm telling y'all right now, it is, the beat, they're a little different. I wouldn't say everything hits, But there was 3 beats that I was like, yo, what's that? You doing the head nod. So trust me, they got them bangers. Trust me when I tell you, there's some joints in there. But that's what I got. That's what else. What you been playing? So anything got a chance to play?
I haven't been home, but like Addict. I'm just playing Ori on the Switch, trying to because I went through it crazy.
You see what he said, right? What happened, King?
Yo, did he just say Ori on the Switch?
I mean, it is on the Switch.
It is on the Ori on the Switch is not a game though, because you know there was the.
I know it's not a game because it's a real game on the Xbox.
Hold on. Let's get it right. Let's get it right.
Get it right.
The original Ori on the version on the Switch.
Talk to him.
Blows it out the frame.
Talk to him.
If you bought the original Ori, right?
Yo, where's my coming in hot, Addict?
Where's
my coming in hot? I don't see it. Where's my coming in hot?
When the definitive edition came out, they didn't give those upgrades to the original Ori. It was a different SKU.
Oh, so y'all got the leftovers.
We
with
got the new one.
Oh, we got the new. We got the new.
Now that you buy Ori day one.
So let's do this new with these super chats.
Where are these super chats?
Nah, Addict just wants y'all to stop.
He just wants to stop talking and focus on it. That's all that is. I already know what he doing. Who did we miss?
Addict, I appreciate it.
No, we didn't miss anybody.
We didn't miss anybody.
It was a good save.
Smitty or the True Gamer 20.
So take care of it.
You guys get this. There's another Smitty.
We got
we got all of those.
We got all that.
There's JD right now.
Yeah, JD right now. Yeah, shout out to JD Gamer. Just wanted to say thank you for the awesome PAX coverage. Nobody does it like the Lords. My bad. Who got one bad mother?
I got it. We got a $5 super chat from Bad Mother. Amazing. Look, I'm trying to talk.
You got amazing. You said the super chats like that, fam.
We got amazing.
This is King's influence now. Addict.
Yeah, King is on him now. Like,
now.
Look, you guys need to stop so I can read the super chat. Can I read the super chat, please? We got
please.
A $5 super chat. Amazing PAX coverage. You guys give the indies their due. ILP does that. Does what the IGN don't. Does what?
We hit him with the bars. Yeah. Shout out to IGN. We ain't got no beef.
Do this on Nintendo.
Shout out to my peoples at IGN. Let me clean that up.
Let him clean it up.
I got homies on that side. Let's clean it up.
We got a $5.
Shout out to get it.
We got a $5 super chat from the Grounded Gamer. Welcome back, Lords, and thank you for all your PAX East coverage. The professionalism, information, and fun shine through with every interview.
Thank you,
bro. Right
that's
there,
my man.
Fazzarelli, my man. Salute, Soda. That's been pretty much it there with that Superior Switch version.
Superior Switch version of Ori. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your contribution. Thank you for educating the masses.
Too much.
Thank
you for educating the masses.
Last week on my week off, I actually played Star Wars. Woo! So I'm not gonna say anything. I'm at a part where I need to my lightsaber. I need a new lightsaber. That's all.
You at that part where you get your stuff pushed in? Is that what's going on?
I'm at the part with you that I saw. Shout out to Megatron and shout out to
he about to talk about a day
who was
that multiplayer.
It was Megatron and it was Bloody Knuckles. Shout out to Megatron and Bloody Knuckles for being true friends, playing their way out together. You know, and I saw y'all playing a way out, and I sat there and I had a tear in my eye, and I thought about my
where's my buddy?
You know what's funny, King? You know what's funny, King?
My homie.
King, me and Kid Smith played through that whole game.
Oh my God,
man, yo, they covered it as
my homie. Here's my home. I'm still stuck in prison.
Don't worry, King. I'll play it with you.
Thank you, sir.
You're stuck in that air conditioning shaft.
Yes, man. You're still stuck in the bushes.
Shout out to Dizzy.
What really happened is Solve escaped that prison. He left you there. He left you in that cell.
He left him there.
That was the other ending.
Shout out to Dizzy. Glad to have the Lords back. 2 weeks is too long. Yes, it is, man. It is too long.
Thanks.
But of course, we have the incredible Hokiness, aka the Access Gamer.
Ooh.
The Lord of Combat Sports. King of the statues, who demands nothing less than that premium experience. It is the leader of the Fraud Alert movement.
Ooh.
Beloved Lord King. How you doing, sir?
Fresh off that UFC. Boy. that is probably the greatest woman fight I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Yo, and I would have been happy with a draw, to be honest with you. I didn't want to see none of them lose.
You don't want to see nobody lose after. Like it was amazing, man.
It was a knockout, drag out, get them done fight. It was so good. I was like, who are these women? Who are these women? Yeah. If you ever run into that woman inside a dark alley, you best to run, brother.
Yes.
Because she breaking men down. Both of them. All right. What I was playing this week. See, this is where from now on, I'm gonna start pulling up my my Game Pass app. You know what it is. It's the beast. It's the Ultra. You see the Ultra?
Ultra. MC Ultra.
How's that 5G?
All right, well, I ain't get no 5G. That's why, so I can't test. I don't know what that life is yet, but I'm frauding like I do.
But I got that whatchamacall. I got the 120 hertz though. Okay, so
but hold on, put the big back camera on. So start on them. Put the big back. They don't know about it, but they got this camera, big back camera. You ain't about that big back life.
And you know what it is? When you pull your phone out, people know what it is.
Yeah, they be like, yo, that's that 15.
He on the phone. He on the phone.
MC Ultra. Let's go.
Good Samsung, I need a sponsorship.
Word. Samsung for all this capping we doing right now. Y'all need to pull up, man. Y'all need to pull up for real. The Lords would like the back. Thank you. Continue,
let's get those two super chat real quick before I go into
before we go in there. All right, so we got we got Diz, we got P Call Out Game and the homie. We did that one. Who else we missed? Oh no, my bad. We got Smitty Smith. We got Smitty
Carlisle. No, we didn't do Carlisle.
Oh, he did it again. Like he said the same thing. Yeah. So salute Lords for what you do as a creator and host of the Last City Radio Gaming Podcast. We're always here to support. Now, who's frauding on Ghost of Tsushima?
Oh, okay. Now, I think he's talking about. He thought I didn't think it was going to come out. It was very strategic for Sony to put it in June, and I thought that was a great idea to make you pay twice.
I don't know. I feel like I need to put that fraud alert, man. I feel
no. Listen, I'll put it on myself if you want to. It is because you know why?
Why, Kay?
I saw the genius in Dance Moves Jim Ryan. I saw the genius. You know what he said? He said he gonna bust your pockets wide open because one, he gonna make you buy it twice. You're not gonna get no upgrade like you know how Microsoft do if you brought the game once and you get the egg, it's gonna come up.
He's not gonna let them play. Go see you play.
You not doing that. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna get the enhanced version with the PlayStation 5. But you want to play it now here for the summertime while you wait for the PlayStation 5 come out. Play your Ghost of Tsushima, knock yourself out.
My God.
Come in November when that PlayStation 5 hit the deck, it's gonna be right there with the enhanced. You want the ray tracing version? It's
he's ridiculous. $2 real quick. Yo, Soft, get Smitty Smith. We got
$2 super chat. But did you see her head though after the fight?
Yeah.
So wait, I got a question. How did the planet on her head compare to the Hasim Rahman planet? How did it compare?
Nah, Hasim Rahman still wins.
Yeah, he still got the worst. Yeah, he still got the worst ever.
Hasim Rahman, he still ain't right. You don't see his eye?
Yo, shout out to Game of Forte. Welcome back, Lords. Last week was boring as hell. Yo, salute. Y'all making us feel good out here, man.
Listen, for everybody that joined the realm, okay, all you guys that joined the realm, we told you we was gonna give y'all mad coverage. There's a lot of video that the world doesn't see, but you guys get to see. And if you join the realm right now, you hit that join button, you will be privy to a ton of extra video. We said we was going to give it to you, and we gave it to you, but those videos will forever be locked behind that paywall. So,
yo, Shroom is on your type of time right now.
Yeah. But it's
$2 super chat. Hashtag swipe the card on the PS5 card.
Is this the truth?
Don't encourage him, Shroom. Don't encourage him.
So check it out, right? Check it out. Game Pass this week. Phil Dominus Maximus Spencer is on his ones and twos. His step is so crazy. It's nuts. So I said I was never buying another 2K game ever again. And Phil heard my cries. And guess, lo and behold, the boy done turned on his Game Pass, and guess what was there? NBA 2K20. I said, what? That's this new one? That's not 19? He said, no, brother, that's 20.
That's 20. Yo, hold on. Oh, Cat Daddy, welcome
Cat
back
Daddy.
to the realm, baby.
Yes,
Lord
Cat
Bronze.
Yes.
Yo, please, yo, Cat Daddy, we got an exclusive one walkthrough. Please check that out for members only. You gonna bust out laughing.
Let's get all the members put some shields in there for Cat Daddy.
Yeah, put the shields up in there for Cat Daddy for real, man.
Yo, Cat Daddy. Another thing, hit us in the DMs because something we was talking about before. Okay, so I'm going through the app to tell you what I was playing. Shout out to LordCognito for putting me on for 2 Point Hospital that he paid for that I didn't have to pay for. Shout out to Phil Dominus Maximus Spencer who did that for you while we was on the train. We got a story for that.
All right, hold on before we start. I'm gonna just take my L now. So give me the bend the knee now, Addict, so I can get it over with.
Hold up.
Because I know what this is.
We got a quick membership. JD Gamer, welcome to the realm.
JD Gamer, put the shields up. Put the shields up, y'all.
Put the shields up for JD Gamer, man.
JD Gamer.
We got a $2 super chat from P. Carlisle Gaming. Those PAX East visual Fire Lords. I got to go.
Okay, brother. We're going to hold you down right now.
Let me get my L out the way.
We're going to improve him, too. We've already talked about how we're going to improve those videos going here.
Addict, throw the bend in the knee up. Let me get this over with. So, in my defiance with King, we're doing our train ride into PAX. So, I've got my Switch. So, I'm in my bag.
No, don't do it yet. Don't do it yet.
Oh, you all
get it? No, because I got to
don't do it yet.
Man, I already. And the funny thing is, I already put up the bend the knee. He gonna have to bend the knee twice.
He already bent that knee. He already got that knee.
He gonna have to bend the other knee now.
You see the box right there? Y'all see the U-Haul box? That's for the new knees for 2020. Wow. The U-Haul box right there on the side is for the new knees for 2020. I'm gonna get that box open and ready to receive the knees.
Continue.
Check it out. So I downloaded Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yo.
Yes, you know what it is. Shout out to Phil Dominus Maximus.
He don't even care about the game.
That's what get me mad, Soft. He wouldn't play these games if they were in Game Pass. And then it's like they brand new games.
It's just when I downloaded it. That's it.
I was playing it. Come on, stop playing. Don't say I was frauding. Stop it. So I was playing Children of Mortar. Definitely, I'm already maxed out one character. So for a lot of you dudes that say, "Oh, you know, the king don't ever do nothing because he don't go on his PC." Well, the king got a crazy PC that's right here on the side. All right, all right, 1080 Ti's running in parallel up in there. All right, so the God had to put that to work, right? So I did. So guess what I found on the PC side is this game called Death. What is it? It's not recently added too. It's PC.
As a Game Pass.
Show all. I'm gonna tell you right now, that game is so magnificent. If you got PC on Game Pass, it's called Death's Gambit.
Okay.
Yo, the animations on that, it's like a Dark Souls but 2D. And it is so hot. I was like, what am I doing here?
Okay.
Why am I not doing? I gotta be playing on my PC now. So I did that, and I did Rainbound. The one that Phil kept pushing. You saw that on every sizzle reel. You seen Rainbound, and man, that game is so good. Me and my son was playing. So if you saw the food and all that other stuff, you saw Rainbound in the back. The game is worth it. It's definitely worth it. So let's talk about COG now. Let's talk about COG now. So we sitting on the train, and I'm in my Game Pass bag, and and Lord Snaldo sitting in front of me, and COG is sitting on the side. And
let me guess, you had the Switch and they didn't.
No, yes, I had my Switch. I had my Switch. Everybody had their Switch, but I had my Switch when I had my chest. I was about to stun on him.
Yeah, so he was about to stun with this 2 Point Hospital. I said, "Oh, you talk about the game that Phil Dominus Maximus Spencer just put inside Game Pass?" He said, "Phil ain't do that." I said,
"That's funny. That's exactly what he would say too. Phil ain't do that.
Phil ain't do that. This is stop frauding. Stop capping for Phil." I said, "What the hell you talking about? Phil got that right there. What are you talking about?" He said, "No." That's not Game Pass. That's not Game Pass.
He said, yo, King, he was like, yo, so he's like, yeah, it's in the app that you got right now. Go check it out. It's there right now. So I was like, ain't no 2 Point. That just came out. That's brand new. I was like, oh.
Yo, he said, you know how when a Sony dudes be like, so he said, That's PC only. I said, oh, brother. Oh, you didn't know? He doubled up on you. It's PC and it's console. No.
So you know what I had to hit him with. So I was like, but you can't play yours right now because you ain't got no internet on the train.
Yeah.
Salute to the Switch being petty with offline play.
Grandpa gets his way.
Grandpa got the, I had to take a moral victory. He got me. I was caught red-handed. The L was handed. I thought there was no way that game was going to be a Game Pass. And Phil, he did his thing. I
snapped one of his knees. He still got his knee because when he yelled out, but you can't play yours now, though. I got one knee and one knee on.
He got as much as that knee as possible. He's sitting there limping around right now.
No doubt. And real quick, kid, because I think someone said, "Yeah, I ain't talking about the main event." Look, did you see the main event at all? Because they asking.
Yeah, I heard it was.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that's the reason we ain't talking about the main event.
I'll do the recap quick on my joint. Wilby, hold on, stop the French. Throw the shields up for Wilby Hunt. That's my
put some shields in that chat, you guys.
The shields in the chat. Welcome to the realm, sir. Welcome to the realm. Put the crest up. That's my guy right there, Wilby Hood. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Wicked Gaming. I will meet you guys eventually. I know that I appeared in a couple of phantom photos.
Yo, we met your counterpart. Yo.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Chris. It's so you too.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
So what are we? We the 413 universe, and they was 616.
No, we 616. They 413.
Yeah. Okay.
They 413. But shout out to Wicked Good Gaming. I want y'all to go to their podcast. I definitely want you to like, follow, and subscribe. That week that we was off, we did a show with them.
Yeah,
that show is so incredibly nuts. You definitely have to go check it out.
Yeah, that was a hilarious show. Shout out to Wicked Good Games in the building. Uncle Dom, Bob, Chris, the crew. So much fun, yo. That Acer party was lit.
Ain't no party like that Acer party.
That Acer party. Yo, shout out to the upstairs.
Was it
Bob knows what I'm talking about.
Was it a Bethesda party?
Oh,
it blow Bethesda.
It blow Bethesda. Yo, Bethesda has to bend the knee. Acer every year. If you go to, I'm telling you right now, we've been to a lot of conventions. You know what I'm saying? It was a movie for facts. You know, G did that. Look at G. G, he said, yeah, we saw you, G. You was lit.
Yeah.
Shout out to Lord G. You know what time it is. But yeah, man, let me tell you, we've been to a bunch of parties, a bunch of after parties, a bunch of stuff with all these conventions. And King, it's not even close to be real. No. Like that Acer joint is something different.
Shout out to the shirtless dude down at the bottom doing the body work.
Yeah, what was up with that picture, man?
He did not care, son.
Look at JD Gamer using a different shield to him.
He got his own shield.
JD Gamer, you a member? Put the shit, the emoji shield.
Okay, so JD, how you get those emojis out? Just go to click the where it says Iron Lords Podcast emojis, and then you got that. Who did that for you like this? Yeah, see it. Boom! There you go. Who did that for you?
There you go. Put that ILP shield. You know what I'm saying?
Graphic guard worked very hard on these. Let's get those up.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, salute to them dudes, man. But yeah, real quick, the fight very boring. Izzy very defensive. But then wasn't doing anything. He just jumping up in place, and I mean, he wasn't active. He tried to be aggressive. The only thing I would give your man is that you could say Dizzy was being a little too defensive, but can you blame him?
So is he defensive in a way like he was fearful of his power?
He was too respectful of the power, in my opinion. I felt he should have went after him, but it's like Romero's dangerous, and there was a couple times Romero stung him early. And it was kind of like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying, like you know what I'm saying. So he was a big dude, like he was just doing like wild overhand rights, trying to time him. You know what I'm saying? And then Dizzy was just destroying his leg, like his leg at the end of the fight, the welts in his leg. But at the end,
takedown attempts from Romero,
he tried one or two, but he really's not a wrestler like that. Everybody was saying that. Joe Rogan was saying that. He's like, yo, he should have utilized his wrestler. He did take him down one time. Izzy popped right back. You know, at the end of the day, the problem with this joint is that you can't sell a John Jones fight after this because they're gonna be like, nah, fam, you were supposed to go blitz him out of there, and you know it is what it is. But that's what I got. It was not an event. You ain't missed nothing. Trust me, that was a snore fest. It was, and they was booing at the end. Romero was speaking bad English at the end. The people want to fight. The fight. The people did the pay-per-view and the fight. And they It was bad funny. The after part was funny, and then they was booing him, and then Izzy was like, "Yo, I did what I had to do," one of them type moves. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I think they're gonna set up what's the other boy, Costa. Costa probably be next. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much it. But King, are we done with our Game Pass segment?
Oh, okay. So then also I was playing my Destiny, definitely.
Yeah.
Shout out to Sinister for I played it on the PC. I had to jump out of that because they was doing the floors in the back. They was putting the new statue room is going up. I see all this, the air and stuff in here. So gotta put those cabinets over there. But let me give a shout out to, I think it was Mikey Barra, that overlay, that virtual console thing for Xbox.
Oh no! We got to give it right. We got to talk. It's Mikey Barr was definitely part of it, yes. Right. But we got to give also credit, Game Bar, to our man Lord Dan McCullough, head of Xbox Live, who we had on ILP before. And that's a man. Continue. You messing around with it?
When I put it on, my Xbox popped up on my PC. Yeah. And I was in the chats talking to Green Mason and Harlem Wizard, and I'm they're playing that, and I'm over here playing this PC game. And we're talking, and I can go and see what everybody else is doing. Then I pull up the Game Pass, and you know what it is? It's like, I understand the fear in Sony guys. I understand it.
Somehow he was going to bring Sony.
Somehow he's going to tie this in.
I get the terror. I get the terror that you see, because it's like when you go into ILP and you go into LordsOfGaming.net, you see, you're like, oh my God, this is a real website. This is crazy. It's the same feeling when you put it on. I was like, oh my God. I said, if the word really gets out.
Yo, Bad Bit is funny. Tell me what I fear, King.
Hey, Bad Bit.
Oh, other zinc on your neck, on your neck too. Yo, they going there. Continue.
Bad Bit. We got pictures together. Shut up. We got pictures. Shut up.
Oh, blackmail. Continue. Continue. Moving along. Moving along. We're not doing that. Members only. Exclusive. Continue.
Shut up, Bad Bit.
Continue.
So anyway, so when I saw it, I was like, yo, the multi-pronged approach that they're using at Microsoft is incredible. Yeah, it has a little bugs in it. I'm not gonna lie. I can't fraud and say, oh, it was clean and I could do everything. Sometimes you have to wait for certain things like your refresh and stuff. But I'm gonna tell you, the audio was clear, because Mason told me, he said, the hell microphone are you using? And I had to take a picture of the mic that I was using. He was like, yo, you can use that on Xbox? I said, no, I'm downstairs on my PC. And he said, I got to get a laptop right now.
Lucas said, how big does these super chats need to be to get these pictures?
They want the Stepping Ghost is petty. He want the pictures of Bad Bit Loose.
We got a video. I got a video with you for members only. And that's our first meeting.
Oh yeah! Yep. Shout out to it was you and Sean Capri. We're gonna get a bit of
Yep. Well, I got this. So it's behind the scenes. Y'all seeing Septic Ghost in his bag. Our first meeting, and that's kind of crazy because it brought me full circle when we was posting these videos. I was like, wow, man, yes, and Septic, there's no lie, the video up there. It's crazy.
The Lord's got a lot of people. So anyway, are we good? Can I get my bars off now?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. And of course, we have the chat. It's hilarious. We have the gaming ninja himself, the Shinobi, LordCognito, spreading that realness in the realm of the ILP. Not telling you what you want to hear, but what you need to hear. Yo, finally settling down from PAX, man. A lot of work, man. Salute to all y'all that definitely appreciated everything. That was love. Your boy didn't get a chance to do much gaming because he's giving y'all content. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to King. We're just uploading. Shout out to the writers. It's
tell me about that media room. Shout out to PAX Media Room.
I was literally coming home after working 8-9 hour shifts and spent 3 or 4 hours doing the thumbnails.
Let me tell y'all, shout out to you, Addict, with your thumbnail game. Using your bag. King, I know you was tired of King video. He just put a zillion video.
No, actually, King's was a lot easier to do than your guys. Because all I had
Not supposed to roll with King on that.
All I had to do is just throw his stuff in members. Like,
oh man, throwing me under the bus. Salute, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, salute to you, yo. Salute to the away team, man, because we gave y'all a lot of work. We gave y'all tons of work, man. Jared, you know what I'm saying? Raid Virus, the crew, you know what I'm saying? So
don't worry, Snow, though. When I go to E3, it's your turn.
Yeah, he gonna be uploading. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be doing some joy. So yeah, salute to that. But yeah, man, like I said, I only got a chance to really sneak in the Final Fantasy 7 demo. We'll talk about that on that topic or Addict's topic. And then finally last night snuck in a little bit of trials practice, doing elimination, getting ready for my Anubis gear, my Pharaoh, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta mess around with all the metas, try to have the sweatiest lineup. What's gonna be the sweatiest, you know what I'm saying? Guns I can bring in there because it's gonna be real. Trials and Sounds comes back next Friday. I'm ready.
If I'm comfortable with the amount of super chats that hit that chat, I might tell my personal experience of how my boss called me out for being on the podcast.
Yo, that was mad funny. I saw your tweet.
I saw that tweet. I was like, yo.
Yo,
shout out to Reaper being good.
I was just saying, no, you guys can go now.
You got a super chat?
No.
You got a super chat?
No.
Okay, shout out to Reaper for being petty. You know what I'm saying? Talking about I ain't going to the lighthouse. We gonna see. we gonna see. You gonna get back on trials.
You gonna stop with some serious dudes. He's going to the lighthouse.
Go stop your fraud. We gonna have to set up with a what is it? What they call it? The go pay me.
Go pay me.
Go pay me to get to the lighthouse.
Shout out to Cog for coming out with the Nintendo version of GoFundMe. Go pay me now.
Pay me now. So that's all I got. But it is the beginning of the month, so we want to stay on track. Oh. Dizzy, salute! Put the crest up. Welcome to Lord Silver.
In my head, all I saw you was with a Bengal tiger in a cage with a fur coat. Go, you can pay me now.
Yeah, you with the Nas and Diddy joint. You know what I'm saying? Yo, yeah, I don't know about the anti-cheat slow. I don't know, but we're gonna see what it's gonna be. But yeah, I might try to do that on Xbox too as well. We'll see. But anyway, enough of that. Yo, it's that time of the buffs off. You know how we do. We gotta give back to the realm. You know what I'm saying?
Back to the realm and say
let's do it.
Thank you to all our supporters. We're gonna start off with our Patreon supporters. Right.
Mm-hmm.
We'll start off with, of course, our forever patron, Corey Leidick. Always in our
whiskey,
hearts.
baby. R.I.P. Yo, we coming up on the 24th. You know what I'm saying? Since we lost our brother, it'll be almost a full year. So yeah, salute. Whiskey, we miss you, brother. Always in our hearts. You already know. So the forever patron, Lord Whiskey, salute.
Salute, brother. Then we have Lord Slow Mo Back Slap. Thank you, sir.
Woo! Slow Mo Back Slap. What the fuck?
Lord HB30.
Remember your balls either.
Please don't ever do that again.
I can't do that. Yo, all my Latinos know about that.
That's a Bronx thing.
That's a Bronx thing. That's a Bronx Latino joint. You know what I'm saying? Oh, so real quick, so Philly Eagle, $5 super chat. Thanks to the Lords of Gaming for the PAX East coverage. Loving those indies. Indies matter. Yo, shout out to King on that too. Give that up to King. King, yo, he's a PR dream. The indies, they love the King. Continue.
Then we have Lord HB33. Thank you, sir. Followed by Lord QX7 Masters.
Woo!
Lord Novocaine.
Novocaine.
Let me know if you've received that yet, because
yes,
brother,
get your rewards off, please.
Oh my good. No, but he did contact me. It's just you know how Teespring is.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You know how that go. Shout out Teespring.
Then shout out to Lord LC1121. New to the realm of Patreon. Thank you so much. And we have Lord Fastback 6768.
Woo!
And
Fastback NLG.
The Lord of all things Nintendo Switch, Lord Stitch 66.
Lord Stitch 66. Coming in hot. Put it on, Addict. His favorite Switch podcast. My man. Continue.
Like, you guys support them for this. This is what I
get. Respectful.
Thanks.
For coming in hot too.
Next up, we have Lord Vagabundo. Thank you, sir.
Salute, vagabundo.
And of course, one of the most positive brothers in the community, Lord Gaming Forte. Thank you.
Oh, salute. That's my man right there. Always give it up.
And of course, one of the lords of LordsOfGaming.net, Lord Undead 3X.
Woo! The assistant editor in chief.
See you in Cali.
Continue.
Next up, we have Lord Lynchpin. Thank you,
Lynchpin, Germany in the building. Oh, wow.
Said that super chat.
Shout out to George Jameson, Jamie Pereira, my homie. $20 super chat. Is this enough for the story addict? Also, with Shadow of Colossus on PS Now, what are your thoughts on it? One of the greatest for me. Sov, you rock with the Shadow of Colossus.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of a 1-for-1 remake, except that it's much prettier. It's beautiful. They fixed all the controls a little bit, like it made it a little more accessible. It's still kind of weird control wise. But yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah. For PS Now, that's a good look.
I purchased it already, so that's in one of my, not for nothing. A lot of my PlayStation games I like to own, because if they did the story-driven narrative, they're really pretty, and sometimes those games for me become like collector's items.
So you mean to tell me that you why ain't you trying that PlayStation Now experience?
Why we not?
No. It's more like, you know how you get a pack of Now latest? You got Now and you got latest. It's really like PlayStation later.
Yo, you stupid.
You don't get nothing now with PlayStation Now. It's nothing date and date. It's always PlayStation. Wait till we say it's there. So,
oh my God, geeky nerd on you. Said, you like to own now? Tell me more.
Yes, Jamie. Later on in the podcast, I will tell the boss story.
Yes, that he wants to hear it. That's what he put the super chat in there for. Continue, son.
He paid you to open your mouth.
Will Me Hood.
Will Me.
Please, Will Me Hood with the $100 super chat. Wow. But hit that like and subscribe. Thank you. But let me tell you, man, Will Me is one of the most positive people in the community. We're doing something extremely special this Thursday. And most of you guys already know, so I can spoil it. But hopefully we're gonna have some really big guests. We're gonna do something very special in the realm for our brother, Lord Dizzy. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to go out for cancer research. We're going to support, what's going on. My brother Dizzy has an amazing article right now up on there. Gaming with cancer. He's touched a lot of people. He touched me. I told him when I was editing it, man, you got tears in my eyes on that final subheading of final 4 paragraphs. So please, you know what I'm saying, support us. It will be on Boom Show, Double Barrel Gaming, officer friendly. We will do it. I think the time is 8 p.m., Wilmy. We're going to have a huge surprise guest, Wilmy knows. We're going to talk about, I believe also Randolph Thor is going to do it. The community is going to come together. We're going to talk about gamers suffering in silence, gamers with cancer. Hyde, our admin, is also doing some stuff for One Up. We're really going to bring awareness to this, and we're really going to show out. So please, if you support Iron Law Podcast, you support Wilmy like he's doing, please also support Boom Double Barrel Gaming this Thursday. I believe it's 8 p.m. Eastern. Yep, thank you, Wilmy, for correcting me. It's going to be a movie, and we're going to do something big for the community. So salute to my brother, Wilmy Hood, for the reminder. Thank you, sir. Continue, sir.
All right. So next up, we have Lord Eliad Shlomovich. Thank you, sir.
Oh, that's my guy. That's my guy. I believe he's a lawyer as well. Salute.
And we have Lord Sifu Poetic X Initiative.
Woo! One of the best names in the biz. Extra. Poetic.
Lord of X Cloud and 5G Gaming, Lord Bill Stillwell.
Yes, that's that guy right there, friend of the realm. You already know. Continue.
Then our brother that is definitely not from across the pond, Lord Sammy Prescott.
Sammy Prescott, let you know. Salute.
And of course, Lord Chancleta himself, Lord Brap.
Shout out to Brap. I was on Brap. He's out there slandering me, lying on my name. I had to come on his show to correct it.
I don't even think he's in that chat, but we're gonna have to put that fraud alert there for Brap. I'm sorry, we had to have that fraud alert, Brap. You're gonna have to answer to you.
Dirty man. He accused me of saying that the consoles ain't holding stuff back and all. I was like, what are you talking about? You got me confused. Like, what? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Optimus Code. Shout out to Slow Mo. Shout out to Game 4. They had me so bad. And then what? You know what was so funny? He was talking all this PC Master Race stuff, right? So I'm like, get me in there. I'm getting in your chat. I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna defend my honor, right? He can't even figure out how to get me in his Discord. So salute the brat for being a fraud on PC Master Race. He acting brand new, y'all. He in a gated community. He acting brand new. I already know what's going on. He's a console dude.
Your Pac. He definitely knew how to let you in, but he was at the gate like,
yeah, it's out there solid to me, fam.
What he was doing is he was looking at that clock. All right, I'm going to tell him I have to leave by this time. So if I only let him in 5 minutes before, it's 5 minutes I got to do it. Like,
facts. You know what I'm saying? Boy, acting brand new. He just moved up into Hamptons now. He don't know how to act. Continue. Let's go.
Brap will have to answer to his crimes against humanity sooner or later.
He got crimes against humanity. I'm just kidding.
No doubt. Continue.
We have our very first patron, Lord Michael Lugo, aka Monkey Punch.
Monkey Punch, Chicago Shot Town.
Then we have the Lord of the Stream Team and OCD.
Woo! Lord of the Tripod, my man. Lord's down there.
Not playing.
He's the realest.
Lord Colbera.
Mm-hmm. Woo! That was, you didn't even put no sauce. So he said, Colbera.
He just
Colbera. You remember when Showtime used to do that?
When they the bad essentials, and Showtime used to be like, and Colbera.
Yeah, like if Michael Buff would be the hot J, and then the other dude, what's his name? Lemon. He'd be like, yeah, Cabrera.
Jimmy Lemon.
Yeah.
You talking about the one with butthole mouth? Like,
yeah. I felt bad with him because he couldn't compare to Michael Buff.
Apologies. Family from the cradle to the grave.
Thank you. My man. Put some sauce on that.
Sauce on it. What happened? Why you got the whack one?
There's like some beef going on. Continue, so.
Right. So some passive aggressive.
Yeah, that's what it felt like. Yo, we don't rock with him no more. Cabrera.
He's like,
what you did to me.
And next is Cabrera.
Next up, we have Lord Tazuichi.
The homie. He always know about them fights. He always want to hear what the UFC. We got to say about UFC.
Followed by Lord of the Double Dip. Thank you so much, sir. Lord CDFS. Lurk Too Cold.
Lord Cat Daddy.
And of course, we have Lord Jameson.
Jameson, salute.
As well. Thank you, sir.
Double Dip. Thank you, brother. Much appreciated.
And of course, last but never least, Lord Death Singer. Thank you so much for the support.
Death Singer, you already know my ex-con brethren. Deathly brethren. All right.
Now we got to get to our other supporters. This is fantastic, man. So this is good. Go into our YouTube supporters. Thank you so much. Especially apologies to the guys that are not. Well, we shouted you out, but the guys that signed up today, I will definitely get you in April. So we got Lord Philly Eagle. Thank you, sir.
Woo! Philly Phil.
Then we have the blue one. That is a funny name.
I love the blue one. That's the red one. The red one.
He uses the blue one.
The blue one. Salute. The one side he on.
It's like the blue mic. Yeah, the blue mic.
Yeah.
Then we have Lord Sleepy Goblin 2D in 2D.
Best name ever. Best platformer name. Continue.
Ever. Then we have Lord Night Music. Thank you for the support.
Only at night.
And we have Lord Gamer by Choice. Thank you, sir.
Because you ain't gonna force him to game. He's a gamer by choice.
No, damn it. Continue.
He loves our Switch content so much, he decided to support us on two fronts. Lord Stitch
coming in hot. ILP Switch podcast. Let's go.
I'm not condoning none of this.
We should change the logo, put just 3 switches. He's like, I'm canceling bushes.
Iron Switch podcast.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Lord Jonathan B. Thank you, sir.
Oh, that is the funniest dude. Yo, look at NYT Music. How he get the super chat like that?
It's called a sticker. It's called a sticker.
That's fine. I didn't even know you could do that. That's crazy.
Dancing.
Shout out to NYT
You know
Just
what?
Like Music.
We gotta get King dancing. Look at where you gonna bust them kind of moves, King? What's going on?
If you was at the Asa party, you would have saw it.
He said, "Shout, you are amazing with the sticker. Wow, salute. Shout out to Wilby Hood when we all get a little older when you give shout out for medical support. Yo, you still love me, dude. Continue.
Shout out to the AARP.
You already know. Shout out to the OGs.
Next up, shout out to the Lord of being blackmailed, aka Lord Pixelbit G.
Nah, that was Babbit that was black.
Oh, that's Babbit.
That's Babbit, yeah.
My bad.
Yo, Pixelbit's the homie, though. That's my technical homie.
Wrong dude to blackmail.
I got the wrong bit, sorry.
No doubt.
He said he was on the wrong bit. He was on 16-bit.
Double dipping once again, Lord Gaming Forte. Thank you, sir.
Ooh, our brother, man, always supports. Even support on the last words. Support E-Box is too much, though.
Thank you, Andrew. That KOS collection is insane. Wait till you see the next stuff. I mean, you know, you see some stuff.
Yo,
here,
that bitch says, "Soft, get your bitch right."
Wow.
I wouldn't know anything about that. I didn't see that. That one in color.
Continue.
It wasn't in color.
Oh my
Next up, we have Lord Game. I think we said Lord Gaming Forte. Thank you, sir. Lord Snaldo, of course. Thank you for the support, my brother.
Yes, sir.
We have Lord Restored Hades. Woo! In the building.
Yo, Washroom said that sticker is of Jim Ryan dancing. I'm done.
Wow.
Continue. Your father said it's addict. Your dance
Then
moves.
we have
Continue.
the best wrestling name in the building, Lord Titus Wright.
Woo! Salute.
I ain't even gonna go there because it's
Leave it alone.
That's King's favorite name.
Leave it alone.
Then we have one of the original lords in the realm, Lord Zero ILP.
Salute the OG.
No doubt. Then we have Lord Tempest Son. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
And we have Lord Death Singer with the double dip. Thank
Woo!
you.
Salute Death, brother. In the realm, baby.
Yes, sir. And we have Lord Old School himself, School's Tech Talk.
Tech Talk, the hardware guru.
Yes, sir. Then we have another Lord of Combat Talk, Lord Eternal Shaddai.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
That's the boxing guru right there. Salute.
Yes, sir. Then we have Lord Hollow. Thank you.
Hollow the did it on. Salute.
And last but not least, Lord Smitty Smith. Thank you for
that's the homie, yo.
Always
Much love. Yo, every time we put something out, he supports, man. Salute. Him and Novad Salir, I believe. Yeah, those two. Whenever something of ILP go up on the channel, they're the first in there, man. Salute.
No doubt. So let's go through these giveaways real quick.
Here we go. Now the stuff. You're gonna start to get the stuff.
Now, so
Let's get it.
$10 gift card giveaway goes to Lord Sifu Poetic X Initiative.
Oh, all right. You know what I'm saying? That's the first, I believe. I remember him winning. That's what's up. Salute. You already know.
Got you. Then we have our $10 gift card giveaway goes to
That is the creepiest sound I think I know of.
Wait, Lord who?
Lord Lynchpin. Congratulations.
Oh, Germany in the building. That's what's up.
Oh no.
Oh no, what?
You know how it gets difficult with a lot of these.
Don't worry about it. I can tell them how to do it.
What's up? What we got?
Okay, so with Lord Lynchpin, I got you. Thank you so much, my brother. Okay, let's do this spring giveaway.
Who want the drip? Who want that drip? With the ice, baby. Ice. The drip. Who want the drip?
I feel like have you guys like had some 5-hour energy or like
hype? It's a week off.
There's a whole
lot to talk about.
A whole week off. What are you talking? Ice, baby.
We ain't even got into a topic, man.
I know.
I know.
But this is par for the course for us.
You know we do.
And
still an intro.
Our spring giveaway goes to our newest patron, Lord Luke Lore, LC.
Oh, Ghost! It's something Ghost with the. Yo, it's not rigged today. The RNG's working right. Oh, this is good.
Before the podcast, I told Saul, let's give people a fair.
He said, we gotta hit Ghost off. Yeah.
It doesn't matter if they can drop the bag off. It's okay.
The Insepid one of the best audio Xbox podcasts. I believe with Xbox Expansion Pass. Go check them out, y'all.
Let me ask the chat real quick. Okay, next week we're gonna have a community event with the ILP. I'm going to be asking the members and the Patreons what type of format you guys want, because I see a lot of people on Twitter want us to play a game and watch, and then some people want to play a game with us. And I want people put in the chat what one you would prefer, because obviously this is a community event, so the community has every right to put their input on it. So definitely put in that chat.
How about you use the poll feature from the community subscribers and ask our subscribers what they feel?
Or I can ask people in live chat. Well, there's 125 people watching.
How about I get concrete evidence as the co-host?
Look here, Mister.
I don't know what you did.
Look here, Mister.
Second time that I heard.
I didn't get a chance to ball for him in a week. Come on, man. I gotta start somewhere.
Cognito, you gave me the reins. I can mute you.
Yeah, I know that's what it is. He got power now. That's what it is.
Well, it's not that there's not both. It's just I want, because for this first one, I want to get the one that everyone wants, and then we'll switch back and forth between them.
Dizzy, correct. How about put it on the website? Yes, hide. We have that functionality. It's something we could do. You know what I'm saying? But our co-host wants to do his own thing.
While he's in control of the shut up button,
you try to mute me.
We're gonna pacify him.
Okay, moving on. So,
and that's fine, Philly. We're just giving this to the option of people that want to.
No doubt. Continue.
That LeBron James be doing.
You stupid. So, are we good? We got more?
We're good. Thank you guys for
all right.
Much appreciated, man. Much appreciated.
No doubt. Definitely always a pleasure to have that done in the realm, giving back to the community. So no poll last week because obviously we were at PAX, so that is going on, but we'll have a new one up later in the show. So we're going to get right into these topics now that the intro is done. Intro of the show. So Lord King, this is me and you first. Obviously, we were at PAX. There was a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? And look who arrived. We got one of the
you acting like you didn't know he was coming.
What a surprise! He's muted right now.
Cognito wants people to think that people just be rolling up in here without us knowing. Like that's what's going on here, man.
It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's a special day. Things happen in the realm. So let's get we got Lords of Gaming's own G. Let's make sure his mic is good. G, mic check. Are you there, sir?
Yeah, I'm good. Can you hear me okay?
Nice, Lord Gene in the bill. And of course, we have another of LogNet's finest. So I'm seeing some weird screen, but I don't know what that is. It seems like a telescope. Sound like a telescope to someone, yeah? Is that Lord Macho of LordsOfGaming.net? His mic's not up.
Let's get the super chat. We'll wait for him to get his. We got a $10 super chat from Stitch. If I thought that the Switch was a real console, I would support it. But I can say that it is when it doesn't do 1080p stop, Cog. You better of playing the xCloud on your phone. You want a real mobile experience. So
I think I heard a little Macho. Macho, you there, sir?
Yes, sir. I'm here. Can you guys hear me?
All right, he's in the build. LogNet's in the building. That's what I'm talking about.
Rookie of the year right there.
You already know the rookies of the year. So look, man, a lot to talk about with this topic. Obviously, the Lords with coverage. We got about 80% of the ground team.
Gloss over my man Stitch after y'all done berated Stitch.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, what's they said?
Gloss over the fact that he said, stop using your Switch and use your xCloud on your phone. And
I couldn't do that on the train, sir. I couldn't do that on the train, sir.
So he didn't do it because he didn't want to pay the train tax because the train had the Wi-Fi on it, and he definitely had it out. But he know I was sitting right there ready to take pictures and ready to post those pictures and let y'all know that he's a fraud.
I am sorry, but xCloud's requirements were not met by Amtrak's Wi-Fi.
Yeah, and he wasn't playing the Switch on it either, so don't you worry about it. Let's go.
You already know. So look, we got to get into it, man. Obviously, PAX East, we're on the floor. We got 80% of the on the floor team here. So let's start. Actually, before we start with LogNet, because we got LogNet in, you know what I'm saying? I want to start first with Addict and Solve. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you guys were there, but I wanted to get your impression of what you saw from us from PAX, or just anything that stood out. Like, what was your feel?
Solve, you can go first.
I mean, I haven't. I saw the initial videos, right? I'm like, okay, they're doing, like, you know, they have plenty of coverage. I didn't even see like the downpour of stuff that came afterwards. Like all the stuff that came afterwards that you guys were continuously uploading. Like I haven't got a chance to see like half of that stuff. So again, shout out to you guys. The amount of content you guys were ever put out was absolutely ridiculous. The way you guys had it organized, everything was fantastic. Honestly, I was so tight at myself for not being there. Obviously, I couldn't be. It was no way around it. I couldn't be.
We know.
And I was jealous not to be there. But you guys absolutely killed it. For me,
any standouts for you?
Standout stuff, obviously the stuff on the floor, the smaller stuff that's what we go there for, to give that stuff a spotlight, was fantastic. But this year, being that you guys were all media, honestly, I was floored. Because, I mean, COD keeps stuff close to the chest, right? So I didn't know about this. When I saw Kamiya and Inaba, I lost my mind. I said, oh, no, we made it. Oh,
let's get it. Let's get it. So let's get right into it. Let's transition right there. That was a beautiful setup.
Man, so, don't you love how this man going over my input? Like, yeah, let's just skip at it. We're going straight into this.
He's sitting there waving his hand, and he like, excuse me.
Wow. That was crazy to me. And also, like, I had to go. I DM'd Lord Macho because I know he was in the position I was in last year, right?
Yeah.
And I know that King went up to him like, here's the mic. And
no.
No. Was like, huh?
No. See, it didn't happen like that. We was at the shout out to Airbnb that we was at. It was functional. It was clean. It was nice. It was definitely functional. It was very workable, and the internet was incredible.
Yes.
But we went over some prep early.
Yes.
You know, so being that, you know, it's my first time meeting Lord Macho, and we trying to walk him through it. See, I know that you are a natural linguist, so you definitely you're fluent on your feet and stuff like that. And me and you've been vibing forever, so we basically got video. Unspoken words, you know, we just look in each other's eyes and we know where we're going to go with it. I had to build that rapport with him, so we started off with basic questions and stuff like that and walked him through it that day in the evening, because we get there early, you know, game playing with him. So it was good in that setting. But then when we got to the floor, just like you said, I'm like, all right, you ready? Let's go. And he was like, what it do? What it do?
So let's get into it, man. So obviously, you know, do you want to go? So you think I'm interrupting your shine?
I'm fine.
You want to go? I'm fine. That's an upset joke. But look, I want to transition from what Solve had said, you know, into obviously, you know what I'm saying, the Kamiya joint, which is pretty big for us. And obviously Lord Gene and Lord Macho, you know, this year, Gene, we met at PAX previously, so this is not your first PAX. But Lord Macho, this was your first PAX. So let's get Macho first, then Gene. You know, your experience, how did you feel about PAX, you know, in general? Where are you at with it?
Let's just say, my man, when I got back to my regular job, I was depressed. Man. I lived a dream for the weekend. I was interviewing developers. It was unreal. Like, we came back from Kamiya, we both looked at each other like, did that happen? Did that happen? That was me for every interview, because it was talking to passionate people about what they love and what they're making for the past few years, or that year, just one person or 10 people. It was absolutely incredible.
Yeah, man, absolutely. A salute to you on the editing skills. We learned about some new talents from like, who saved us in a bind. And salute to you, your grind. This man was up with me 1, 2 in the morning, we editing, and then of course getting the text, getting the subtitle game correct, the article game correct was my man Lord Gene. On the floor, looking like a boss, I might say. He's very, very studious, brother. He had his suit jacket in. I have a funny, quick Lord Gene story. So we had a Ghost Runner interview, right? So I'm very ready to go Ghost Runner. So they put you in the boom boom room. I call it the boom boom room when it's the press room that they keep you away from the common folk. It's the boom boom room. So we go in there. why is Lord Gene already in there with his hand on the couch, chilling like he had a couple of drinks, like he was already fraternizing with the developers before we got there? So I said, salute to Lord Gene being comfortable out here, man. So Lord Gene, let's get into you, man. How was your experience and your standouts from PAX?
Well, I go to these events a lot, so it was really cool for me to just not have to wait in line. Yes. A group of my friends were there with me, and to get into Doom, they waited in line for 2.5 hours.
Wow!
And you just walked past with the garçon.
Yeah, pretty much. And so we get to play more, we get to experience more, and we get to talk to people, and being able to make those appointments in advance. I talked to a ton of publishers, and my strength's not so much like being in front of the camera and interviewing people, although the Kamiya and Inaba thing was pretty cool. That was
Speaking of which, I'm not gonna let it go. Lord Hector, we want to talk about some great editing that we were doing that night. And yo, I gotta talk about it. This is hilarious. Yeah, yes. Yo, shout out to Lord Gene's face with Kamiya cough right next to him because his eyeball said, "Yo, you better not have that thing, man. You better not have that thing. We can't talk about on YouTube when we get demonetized."
Yeah, he didn't have the carnivorous.
We were dying.
I want to say, I got a Lord Gene story. I know before, because y'all about to get lit.
Let's get.
And my Lord Gene story was at the Asa party. So we all get to the Asa party, right? And Lord Gene sends a picture to Cog. We was clowning the hell out of you. All right, so he sends the picture because we was going to go to the Polish party. Yeah, gonna happen. So he sends a picture. This is the Polish party, and I swear I saw tumbleweed in the middle of the floor. Right? So at that point in time, I'm like this to the girl behind the bar, like, yeah, you know, the Cirocs, right? So they pour the Cirocs, and they bringing the trays around with the food. Literally, I don't care. I swear, I don't know how you did it. I don't know how fast you.
You teleported, fam.
Literally, after I saw the picture and I got my drink, she just poured my drink. Gene pops up to the right of me. And he's like, "What's up, guys?" And he went straight to go get that alcohol. And they was bringing the food around. Later on that evening, Gene done got the suit jacket off. He got the ILP shirt popping because he did something. Shout out to Wicked Good Gamers. Shout out to my counterpart Bob 413.
Yes, sir.
He explained something to me. We took care of that. So we doing that. So Gene understood that shirt needs to be seen. So his suit jacket was off and he was in his bag. He lived his greatest life that night. And then in the next day, we in the media room, Gene pops up with the face that says, "I'm still lit."
First off, salute to them because I don't think they was ready for the majesty, the gloriousness of the Asa party. You know what I'm saying? Because look, we worked hard, y'all. We all worked hard. And you got to have balance, right? You got to have that balance where we're doing all this coverage, we're doing all this stuff, and we got to hit up a spot. And shout out to, like I said, G, we went to the Polish joint. He was like, "Y'all been supposed to hit up the Polish developer party. You know, I'll let you know what's going on." So we already knew what's going on with the Acer joint. So when he hit us with the pick, I said, "Yo, get over here now. Abort. Get over here." So he comes through. It was kind of funny. And then we chilling. And then shout out to little Macho, too, because Macho was getting lit, too. Macho was chilling. You was comfortable.
Shout out to Chris from Wicked Good Games, man. It's my bachata partner, man. We about to hit it up over there in the clubs at Acer.
No doubt. So that was definitely a joy. But real quick, back to the games. You know, we have fun, but just real quick, I wanted to get from y'all like any moments, Gene, you know, for you personally, you know what I'm saying, that stood out, you know what I'm saying, game wise, anything?
Fall Guys, Animal Crossing, Disc Room.
Yes.
Sniper Elite VR. Maneater.
Yes.
Streets of Rage.
Woo! Oh yeah. That's a fact.
Fall Guys was amazing. We got an article up on the site about it. That game is either going to come out and disappear that week, or it's going to be the next Rocket League. I'm not sure yet, but that game was a ton of fun.
Salute to you.
Playing Windjammers. They should have got the video on me and him playing Windjammers.
It should be up, right? Y'all threw it up?
No, we didn't. There was nobody to capture.
Oh, to catch it. Yeah. Okay.
Me and Gene started fanboying out over this game, right? So I thought I was alone in this field for the game, and Gene's like, "Nah, I got an interview with that tomorrow." So I was like, "Let's play it today, though." So y'all was inside the boom boom room. So me and Gene slid over to the side. Yeah, he beat me. Shout out for Gene putting that L on top of my head. Pause. So, yo, Windjammers too. If you're a Windjammers fan, it lives up to everything. It's definitely fun. So
you already know that's what's up, man. So yeah, any standouts? Heck for you, man. Not much. Any like key moments? Just even you don't have to be a game. Just moments also too. You can mention.
Yeah, it was just going around the floor and see how excited people were for all these games that are coming out. It was awesome just to see everything that was either in pre-production or just about to come out that year, and just to see the crowd around some of these games were awesome. I remember when it was me, Hyde, and King. We went to go see. I think it's called Just Shapes and Beats. And I was doing his work on that game. There's a crowd going around. There's people picking up the control. Like it was a good time, man. That and definitely Streets of Rage 4. When we did that first interview, the gameplay session.
Yes,
that was as hype as it could get for the first thing that we did.
That was literally the first thing we did. What was cool about it, it's probably one of our most viewed videos right now on ILP. And what was kind of cool about it was just like the playful nature, all of us together, all playing something and having a ball. You know what I'm saying? It was really cool to capture. You actually captured footage. I'm interviewing, I'm hyping it up. I rewatched it and was laughing myself. Like we just had so much fun with that. You know what I'm saying? So that was definitely, I agree. That was definitely a highlight. Lord Addict, man, I got to ask you, I know, like I said, from the outside, looking in any other stuff that you put up for us and helped us out with, really stood out to you? Anything that caught your eye? Addicts in the bushes. Addicts continue in the bushes.
What I'm anyway, as Addict, so Addict, I'm Addict. So as I saw the video coming up, I was getting thumbnails together. I started digging deep into these games, and I noticed that Final Fantasy was amazing to me. And I thought to myself that what, Final Fantasy is really amazing to me.
You gotta watch yourself.
Oh, there you go. All right, there you go. He said, "Yo, go say Attic is fine."
I don't talk like that. Thank you.
Oh, no, I don't. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
Continue, sir. What stood out to you? What did you saw us put up?
What'd you ask me? Sorry, my brother was being.
It's all good. It's all good. What for the coverage that you've been helping us out with? You know, what I'm saying, on the road. What kind of stood out to you that you had your eye on that you were like, "Yo, I like this joint that they did," or just any game in particular, any standouts for you?
I have to say that that Japan XCOM style game.
Shadow of the Road.
I was all excited. I was like, I'm about to play this. It's gonna come out sometime. I looked on there. It said like 2021, 2022. I was like, man, why are these people even here?
Shout out to my bros. Another angle. I'm gonna talk about it. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? No doubt. So that one particular.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. That one looked really nice. I really liked what I saw about Wasteland. Wasteland looked phenomenal. Shout
out to PD on that, man.
Look,
Wasteland looked good.
Yeah. Just because Square Enix deemed your game not better than mine does not mean that you can make those kind of comments.
He said we got continuous hate for Final Fantasy 6. We not talk about anything that doesn't compare to.
We didn't even talk about 6. Like, if 6 was better, I'm sorry, Square Enix would be making 6. They making 7.
Shout out to Clutch Man on 1 for the $2 super chat. Streets of Rage 4, can't wait, brother. Date. See, it's not PlayStation later. This is Xbox Game Pass now.
Yes, so sir. Hit me in. No doubt. Yeah, shout out to One Bad Mother. Yeah, Wasteland 3, definitely. Everyone sleeping on In Exile. The slow effects, it looked phenomenal. Let's get to the King, man. King, you did a lot of coverage. We were on the second team. We split up into different units and teams, moving on the floor collectively. You know what I'm saying? I got a chance to see some of the stuff. Like, what are some of the highlights and standouts for you at PAX?
Well, I want to say first, I didn't get a chance to see a lot of guys. Like I definitely wanted to see Warhorse Studios to get over there and check out the new games over there. So trust me, I tried to get to that side. the standouts. You want to say Streets of Rage as your ultimate standout because the level of fun, it captured from. See, I'm remembering the first time Streets of Rage came out because it was like the combat final fight that was on the Super Nintendo, and Sega really got in their bag to get this game to us to satisfy their core base. That's when the competitive nature forced companies to either either get down or lay down, and for this game to come back now, right? It's so amazing because there's no Sega. Right, so you're like, dang, you know, who will we ever get another one? So we saw it last year, and we were happy when we saw it last year because it was hope. This year, it's like they just took hope and tenfold it. It was so incredible from the music to the gameplay. So we went to go to the Boom Boom Room, right?
Yes.
I give you the story behind that. So we went to go because we had the interview. Now our interview time was right. But there was another interviewer that was inside the Boom Boom Room, and I saw the developer's face, and the developer was like, "Jeez,
yeah, he was stuck.
I'm stuck because either I throw this dude out or I tell these dudes to wait. I'm in a rock and a hard place." So, you know,
made the perfect call.
As a manager, I already scoped out what was happening in the front. There was nobody there yet. It was 4 seats in the front. I said, "Let's finish your interview. We're gonna go capture footage and gameplay over here," and that was so amazing because I really wanted to play the game. You do what you gonna do. I'm gonna go over here and touch your stuff.
It was a win-win. Good call, King. That was all you because at the end of the day, like you said, his face, he was stuck. Like he was with another meeting. He ain't gonna throw the guy out, but he knew he had the commitment to us. And then you made the call, and then that ended up being literally out of all our footage, probably like as far as YouTube footage, that's the biggest viewed as far as YouTube footage.
Technical interview with him, his level of energy that he gave you. When you came back, he was like, "Yo, these dudes are accommodating. They now, you know, because listen, everybody thinks because you got that media badge that you can just be bogarting your way into stuff. You know, I see it. You know, you be like, "Your badge, shut up, move." Like, you know, we are there in a rapport. This is a barter system. You have something I want to cover, and I have something that you want out. I mean, so we are working together. So when Macho, one of my best feeling for the show is
talk to me.
Macho got his first interview.
Yeah.
He started, he's like, "Yo, you want to start over?" "Nah, brother." And I kept the whole video. "Nah, keep it going."
Facts.
Because sometimes you don't get a do-over, but the best articles and the interviews you're going to get is sometimes in those mistakes. And it was a great interview. And then he took that same energy because if you get to his last interview, last interview is with the same guy with Vlad. And it's the next day, and this is his last interview, and you can tell Macho is in his bag at that point in time. And shout out to Boston Convention Center for making me feel safe and secure.
Oh, here we go.
Because that place was literally spotless. Except for one hot dog water guy that was in the other area.
Besides there's one dude. Yeah, you gotta talk about somebody. There's one individual that was not fresh.
If you go into these convention places and you go into places where there's a lot of people, hot dog water guy, wash. Please wash. I want to get all that pre-rail and pour it all over his body. But Macho and Vlad had the interview, and Vlad then took off his mask, and Vlad was in his bag. And that's another indie dev. And shout out to that company because it was great to see. We started building reports because they saw the shirts and they was like, "Oh, what's up?" And I remember you from this time.
Yes.
And it felt so good. It felt like, you know, like you was like home, be honest with you. We understood how the floor worked now because, you know, a year ago, we didn't understand how the numbers work.
Yeah.
So going down, it's Gigabash. I like Gigabash. If I'm going to take any game away from PAX that I cannot wait for, and I honestly will believe it's going to be a sleeper hit, it's going to probably be Kunai.
Kunai.
Yeah, Kunai is the game that I obsessed over, that I can't wait to get my hands on. If you check out the footage, go see it. It's a roguelike game, and you're a little robot, and he's a ninja. and he has a sword, and he has these kunais, and it's Metrovania type.
Yes,
it's so simplistic but so beautiful in his artistry that I was blown away. It's from the Streets of Rage guys. And I thought that was probably one of the best games that I seen there. It was no AAA banger, but it's a AA boom. Like, so that's what I took away from that.
Yeah, man. The indies, I'll jump in. Like the indies were on the rise. That's the first thing I saw off rip. You know, we got there. You know, shout out to the devs. Like I said, because everybody didn't know how it was going to play out with the virus. We will not talk about. We should not name on YouTube to the amount of time. But what it is like, you know, we didn't know how it was going to play out, but the numbers were tremendous. People came out in droves. It was crazy. Shout out to the petty devs though that they would do. They hit you with this. Yo, show how you do. Oh, you get the dev and your head nods. A lot of that going on, but you know, we respect it. Shout out to the escalators. They had the Perel, the sanitizers as you go up, as you go down.
They had human beings, yes, at the bottom and at the top of the with the sandy wipes rubbing down the escalator rails. So if you because you know a lot of times I'm not gonna touch that. It was clean, bro.
Imagine having that as a tip job. It's like, dude, what do you do? Literally, I just go down the stairs and keep it on the
it was the most clean convention I have ever been a part. They were on your salute to Boston Convention Center. They were on their job. You was not gonna get anything up in there, you know what I'm saying? At least on their time, on their watch. And shout out to
it gave me hope for E3. It gave me hope for E3 to look over to Boston Convention Center to see exactly how they manage PAX in such a manner that you can do that anywhere if they follow that same formula.
They follow the protocol. Shout out to Bad Man. He said they had them stationed at all times. Facts.
You know, at E3, you know how like when you go in the you know the main building, there's those people at the door and they check to see if your badge is there, and then you walk in. It's like instead it's gonna be like a decontamination. They're gonna have one of those and like they're like put your hand against the wall and they just spray you down.
True that, man. But yeah, I gotta give a couple shout outs, man. My experience. So first off, how we used to say it, King. It makes me be like Harlem on the rise. Remember that? He's like, you don't want no problem with the guy. Polish Studios on the rise. You don't want no problem with them guys. Yo. Poland is in the building. Yo, a lot of these games, man. I want to give a shout out, bro. Anshaw Studios with Game Deck. The one that Shadow of the Road with another angle that Attic mentioned. Ghost Runner. That joint was fire.
That's
Shing,
probably one of the best looking games.
Yo, shout out to Shing, man. It was Gene, you did that one with us, right? With Shing.
That was great.
4-player co-op with the sword, with the analog sword control. You can parry, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really like that one, Gene. I don't know how you felt. I know you got a chance to play while I was interviewing, but you felt good about it?
It was like an arcadey Battletoads with like heavy sword combat.
Yeah. And the cool thing is we got the devs so hyped. They was like, because we were like, they said like they came from the beat 'em up, the old school, the Streets of Rage, you know what I'm saying? The TM, we mentioned Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He's like, yo, we'd love to do that game. So I was like, yo, whoever's got the rights, they ready, you know what I'm saying? So it was lit, man. Shing was definitely, you know what I'm saying, on my list. Go ahead, Gene, I heard you talking.
And it had a twin stick combat. So you would use the right analog stick to swing the sword around. It was really cool. Really
good, man. So again, I want to shout out to all our Polish developers that I got a chance to speak to. Shadow Roll again was like XCOM meets feudal Japan with mechs and magic and some mysterious boy that got powers on the map. That was crazy. Game Deck was like some cyberpunk isometric joint. You know what I'm saying? That joint was fire. You know what was my sleeper though? Eververse 2, Everspace 2. Everspace 2. And King, remember when we had 3DO?
That's all when you went to the ship, went inside.
Bro, like I remember when I first had 3DO, one of the biggest features they had, obviously the graphical fidelity of the 3D ship. And it was this game called Total Eclipse. Remember Total Eclipse?
Yeah.
Remember how it changed the game for fidelity for spaceship fighters?
Yeah.
That Everspace 2, and then on top of that, he's like, yo, this is open world with Diablo loot and all this stuff. Like Everspace, that blew me away. So
and it was just one dude, right?
As far as the creation, I don't know if it's one guy that just created it. I know the first one. This is a sequel. I don't know how many guys are on the team off top. I'm gonna say they had a team. I don't think there's one person that developed that one. But shout out to the community guy. He was amazing. Eric Schrader. We had a great interview. That was fantastic. Gotta make some I gotta make some petty shouts out, Solve. Shout out to the Switch being very scalable with the Unity engine, because a lot of the interviews, King, when I'm looking at the graphical fidelity, and they would tell me at the end of the interview, yes, this is coming to the Switch. And I'd be like, stop lying. There's no way you can get this level of fidelity.
I mean, he's gonna wrap this around some Switch bundle. You know how he's gonna
one day
the Switch angle. But they're not lying. I'm gonna tell you right now. At least in these PAX places, and these conferences, these indie devs, 90% of these games is on the Switch. If not 98% of these games is on the Switch.
Salute to the Unity engine, man. The scalability, a lot of these games. We had this amazing scuba diving looking game. Shout out to if School Tech is in the joint. You know what I'm saying? Eric said I'm with my petty Switch gang. Oh, shout out to 108 Dragon, TV, Fire, Super Chat, PAX East had guys ready to give the Rambo fire hose in the cell wash down. Facts and great coverage. Salute ILBO. Salute 108. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's what's up. Yeah, I'm definitely putting my petty bag with the Switch, but only because, to be honest, like I was truly surprised that these games could be converted. There's this one game, it was called Beyond Blue. It was like some educational scuba diving graphics. It looked next gen. You could have told me that was a PS5 game, and I'd have been like, yo, I believe you. And these guys are telling me that was scalable down to Switch. So that to me was amazing. Also, I got to shout out Tech Talk, Estaldo. I met one of my heroes, y'all. I met Eric Chahi, bro. Shout out to Eric Chahi. He's the creator of Another World. One man made that game. That game is in my top 5 list. I'm almost to the point. I'm gonna have to hit up Graphic Guard. We got to redo the intro. I have to put Another World. I forgot about it. Yo, Another World. Max Aruba. Remember that giant? Yeah. Bro, that's my game. Yo, Unity is really impressive. But as far as Eric Chahi, the VR, shout out to G, you held down the VR with that for me. You know what I'm saying? While we was doing the interview. To be honest, I was just so happy that they had another person to talk to with you, so I could have Eric Chahi to my side. So I was just like, yo, so I was fanboying. Like, you got to understand, there's few people like Yu Suzuki, Eric Chahi, there's a few people I will fanboy. That was definitely on my fanboy list. It was an honor to meet him. So that's his studio. He's doing a lot of VR stuff. I ain't going front, King. I'm frauding. I might be interested in VR now. I'm frauding, y'all.
You know what?
When you meet your hero, you start to fraud. I'm like, I see the vision. I might have to cut.
I think your hero took the bag. So
hey, like, shout out to Sony for dropping the bag off, getting him out of retirement, man.
Yeah, I got to put my pocket watching up in this because Sony definitely gonna have COG purchase.
Yo, I might be in, man. Shout out to Bad Bit. He was there. He saw it. He was there. We were both there for that interview. You know what I'm saying? Oh, shout out to Graphic God. Oh, Graphic God got me on Another World. Yo, if you could get the part where he goes, Max your robot. We're gonna talk about Graphic God. But anyway, so that was that. And then the last thing, like I said, shout out to the team, man. Shout out to the team, man. Like I said, you guys absolutely killed it. We were on our feet all day. You know what I'm saying? Moving and grooving, appointments and King.
I gotta say something, man.
Go ahead.
For anybody that think I was on a vacation, because somebody told me, "Oh, you had a great vacation," I was like, "Shut the hell up, man!" Like
no vacation, man.
Like literally, shut up, man.
Straight up exhaustion every day.
The level of on my feetness, like, okay, so when I'm not on my feet. I'm sitting down. I caught a crank in my neck. I'm sitting down, hunched over, uploading video, downloading, uploading, dumping data, going through stuff, checking through stuff, putting stuff up, testing Attic. The stuff is up, and Attic's like, okay, I got you.
Facts.
The level I don't think I've worked this hard. And an actual job, and I can't say I can't say something stupid like an actual job, because this is an actual job.
This is an actual job.
Okay, so if I'm sitting here 3 hours doing a podcast, this is a job. If I'm doing video, putting video up, and walking and on my feet, I looked at the team. Not one person complained.
No one complained.
Not nobody bitched or moaned. It's Sunday. Sorry, I apologize.
People don't realize how much time goes into this podcast, and then if you like consider how we go to events and stuff like that, like it's not just like you go somewhere for a couple hours and you leave. Like it's an all day thing. Like
all day.
You are tired and you can barely walk by noon, but you got to keep going for the rest of the day. Like,
shout out to Cognito with the 5-hour energy hookup. I was taking little bursts throughout the day.
You made it, bro.
He was taking a little burst with the pinky up.
That's exactly how I opened it too.
You know, we got to give a shout out though. We really, all of us, Gene, all of us, heck, we got to shout out Staldo for locking down that media room. When we found out about that, that was literally home base that we could kind of recharge our batteries. We could kind of get things done. And you got to tell the Bob Dunn story because you ain't
okay. Check it out, right? Check it out. So it's me, Macho, and Hyde, right? So we had a where was we at, Macho? We was at another indie dev. No, what was the dev we were at with the young lady?
For Toge Productions.
Okay,
Toge. It's about Rising Hell.
Yes, Rising Hell, and Coffee Talk, and the other game too. So we're there, and we're doing all the interviews, and we're getting down to doing Rising Hell. So, this Caucasian fellow walks up to me, and he goes, "Hi guys, I'm sorry I'm late. I had car trouble." And he has on a LordsOfGaming.net shirt and a suit jacket. I said in my head, "Oh my God, this dev is rocking LordsOfGaming.net." This CEO,
this developer is rapping us.
I said, well, we covered all the games here. I think we got anything else? He was like, nah. He said, nah. I said, well, we got another interview over there and we got to take care of this stuff. He said, you mind if I tag along?
This developer is very supportive of the movement.
He's really about ILP. So I looked at him like, okay. So we're walking to the next interview. And we go in there, and it didn't hit me until we got to the media room. That was Bob.
Shout out to Bob Dunn, man. Yo, absolutely hilarious story. That was, it was classic, man. Real quick, I gotta get again another shout out to Macho and Gene, because for me personally, the Platinum Games was such a special thing. And we didn't know, to be honest, we didn't know how it was going to play out. They didn't give us too much coming in. It was kind of like Meet the Connect off-site. And it was spooky on some aspects.
Nice design.
Yeah, it was like, you gonna go off-site to a location we shall not disclose, and you're gonna meet the Connect. And then when you meet the Connect is gonna take you to Kamiya and them.
Man,
so
are you sure you guys weren't living like a Power episode? What's going on?
We had to meet the Boston Distro.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if you saw the DMs, Cog was like, King, I don't know what's up.
I don't know what's going on.
He's like, it's over that way. So we talking to Wicked Good Games, right?
Yeah.
So they was like, you're going down that way? You better be careful out here. You get robbed. So I said, they're going to go over there. He said, yeah, make sure you don't get any cars over there.
The cars in the garage.
Don't get in the cars over there. Those boys over there, they do it. So they go and I swear. Yeah. I said, good for you. This is exactly what I said. I said, good for you. Because last year he had no remorse when he sent me to the
But I sent you off site. Yeah, you're right.
I went by myself to some place that he found out that he said, you do VR, you go that way. So I said, okay. And then I was sequestered by myself, and they took me in some weird elevator, and I was like, he just set me up.
Let me finish. So we get to the spot where we go meet the Boston Distro, and we sitting there. So I'm like, yo, what's going on? There's nothing, you know, I'm getting a little antsy. I'm looking at Macho, I'm looking at Gene. We're like, yo, this is the time. Where's he at? Like, what's going on? So we're like, all right. So there's one of those moments where you kind of see a person and you make the eye contact. It's like, yeah, that got to be Tim. You know what I'm saying? So we go up and we literally had no prep, man. So shout out to Macho for getting everything set up. You know what I'm saying? Camera-wise and stuff like that. And we had a lot of, let's just say, special requests that were put on us, you know, as far as how it should be done. And yeah, your boy was nervous. I ain't going for the first time. Your boy was like, yo, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So we get up in there, we start to do it. And, you know, once it started flowing, you know what I'm saying? It was really cool. And it's definitely a moment I will remember because, I mean, we all left. We're like, yo, did that just happen? Remember, Jimmy? Like, did that just happen? So I want y'all perspective on the platinum joint because that was mine. Like, that was a moment for me. It was surreal. It was tense. It was some nervousness. It was some weirdness. But at the end of the day, it was definitely something I was like super proud that I got a chance to experience with you. So, G, let me start with you first. Like, what about you with the platinum?
Yeah, well, we were really learning about everything they were doing while we were at PAX or that week with the Platinum 4. And we found out really essentially that week that they were going to become a publisher or we're going to start self-publishing. So if you're a viewer, publishers do PR for their games. If they're a developer, they don't really handle the PR. So when we went to talk, there was no Scalebound, there was no Bayonetta, and there was no Babylon's Fall because they are not the publisher of those games, they're the developer. So we were only allowed to really talk about things that they're publishing. And they made a comment, you know, we're glad to we're glad to talk about, or we're glad to work on Scalebound if Microsoft wants us to, or they made some comment to that effect. And then, but they couldn't really add to it and they wouldn't talk about Babylon's Fall. They just said, we're working on it. But something that's really interesting is the Platinum 4, right? So it's the Wonderful 101 Kickstarter, it's the new studio in Tokyo, and it's Project GG. They have Babylon's Fall in the books that's supposed to be coming out this year, and they have Bayonetta that is up in the air. What's going to be really interesting to see is what is going to be that fourth thing, because I think that's going to be telling about what's going on with the other two, or one of the other two.
Absolutely, absolutely. Lord Macho, man, your experience is the whole thing, like nerves, stress. Like, how'd you feel, man? Platinum.
Yeah, I mean, well, thanks to King for just inputting those throw in the fire interview skills, because we thought of interview questions beforehand. We're talking about it, seeing like what we can ask and how we're gonna ask it, but really right there on the spot, and as the interview kept flowing, is when I started thinking of better questions, and those are the ones that were in the video. But it was like going into that room was just like, wow, this is actually happening.
This is happening, bro.
There's definitely sweat dripping down my back and holding that camera, make sure I keep it steady.
Using your bag.
The last thing I wanted, man, was to just drop that camera in the middle of the interview, and we're holding that. And I was holding that camera for like a good 20 minutes.
Yeah, facts. Your arm day was in.
So you got some respect for what I was doing.
It definitely helped. Like everything, just like it really felt like
hard harness things that you put around.
It really felt like, because that was like one of our big interviews on Saturday, right? It was on Saturday. So it really felt like Thursday and Friday, even that Wednesday night, was the major prep time for that Saturday interview, which was like our big hitter. So all of it was just amazing. And then when we finished it and we got our pictures in, that's when it was like, yeah, this is it. We really did it. We finally made what we're set out to do, and we knocked it out of the park.
Absolutely. Super proud of that. That was fantastic. Also want to shout out LordSovILP. Great series where Cat Daddy reminded me that we had. And with YouTube Gaming, man, it was really cool. We got to be some huge personalities. I believe Jake Baldino was fantastic. Lauren Side, Bobby Zard. Got a chance to meet the couple. You know what I'm saying? Also, shout out to my homie Jerome ASF. He was in the building, you know what I'm saying? Old School Style was with us for a couple of those interviews. Huge YouTubers that took the time to sit there and talk to ILP, give us their little journey, you know what I'm saying, how they got there. I really enjoyed that series. I know Sonaldo loved it for the stream team. So, yeah, man, that was it. But for the most part, man, it was a success. A lot of work. Really enjoyed the support everybody gave us from the team, the away team, everybody. putting up the articles, Dizzy, Undead, everybody who contributed to the whole movement, man. It was an absolute success, you know, all the way across the board. Super proud. And yeah, we had tried to sneak in some fun also as well. You know, and shout out to G for putting us on to the Bethesda party, because I was able to get some free food and some free drinks.
Oh yeah,
as well.
definitely.
So salute to Gino on that, because I needed that one.
It was 2 nights. It was 2 nights.
Yeah.
It was 2 nights.
Yeah, shout out to Bad Bitch, shout out to Who That Ninja, shout out to Dan Butchko, Bell ran over there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, you know what? Shout out to Playcrafting. Okay, so, you know we can't gloss over that. Shout out to Playcrafting. That you know they put together. Oh, did you get that DM that I sent to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. All right, so it's what Playcrafting is, and I hope y'all remember the old videos that we put up. So just go into our old log. They had it in Boston as well. It was not as large scale as it is in New York City, but they had a nice area and they had games there. What's that game? Feral Fox?
Feral Fury.
Yeah,
Feral Fury. That is Macho's very first interview, right, Macho?
Yes,
it was.
That is literally your very
right
first
into the
video.
fire.
I literally, because he thought it was a chill time, as a session to eat.
We gave him pizza and a drink, and then threw him into the
fire. My eyes and my brain is working 100% of the time. And I'm looking and I'm covering games and I'm looking at games. I don't go to these conventions to do nothing other than highlight the great work from these devs that need this light. They need it, because this one dev on the Fatal Fury, I keep saying it wrong. But that game, it was visually pleasing.
Yes.
And it's a 2-man team, 1-man type of team.
Yeah.
Basically, he's a carpenter in the day and he's working on this game and it's his passion, but it looks so beautiful. And I'm like, I can't wait for the game to either get picked up or come out. But these little shows are what helps. And Dan Butchko is the CEO, and he brings this together. And he can't get more respect from me other than the fact that he's my Skyward Sword brother. You knew that was coming.
I knew that was coming. You already know. Salute to that game I think it was the balance board game. Gene, you put me on the
yes.
That was pretty good. What was the name of that?
Gene, you played that, right?
Yeah, you know, I'm not sure if they even really have a name yet. I don't remember, but they're using the Bluetooth connectivity to a laptop to use the gyroscope in a phone as a controller. So you can hold a phone and use it as a controller, or what they did was they put it on a balance board, and it's like Marble Madness almost, but you're the ball and you have to kind of balance the board. It's like almost like an exercise game. It was super cool, and I hope somebody picks that up.
Yeah, man, it was really cool. I was definitely feeling a lot of this stuff. And again, shout out to Lord Hyde, who was also with us, captured a lot of stuff for us. But that's what I got on PAX, and everybody is good. We could move on. Lord Addict, is he still in the bushes? Is he back? We don't know.
Yes, I'm still.
I'm here.
Here. Make this close out his eyes. Let him sleep. Final Fantasy 7. What is going on, sir?
You mean Game of the Year 7?
Woo! Don't say that about Kai Boss. He's very mad with you right now. He's very upset with you.
That is okay, because a lot of people are upset with me
for
for multiple reasons.
Pom-pomming too hard. He said you got him disgusted about the game, the way you riding for it so hard.
Well, it's like I said, man. You know, people.
BG.
Woo!
Real quick, BG. I really, out of anybody that I really wanted to meet during PAX, it was you.
BG, what's going on, bro?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah,
we hear you.
All right, cool.
I really wanted to meet you when Cog was like, yo, BG's downstairs. I was inside the meeting room. I'm like, where the hell he at? Why didn't you send him upstairs? What's going on?
Why'd you send him upstairs?
I was like, yo, why didn't you let him know where I was at?
Yo, I thought I thought I would just eventually run into everybody. I mean, there ain't that much of us. Like, you know, like you thought we would be able to just spot each other.
Oh, you trying to say you ain't that much black people? So
Salute to the minority representation.
I figured I would just be able to spot you all the way down the block. Like,
I mean, to be fair, King is a pretty tall fella. You know?
You at least like what, 6'2"?
No, he's like 6'5".
Oh yeah, I don't know how.
You already know, but Salute to BG for pulling up, because I was doing an interview when I saw you, and then like during the interview, I see him at the corner of my eye. That I hit him with the pound, hit me with the pound back during the interview. It was kind of fire. Salute
Real
BG
smooth.
on that. It's real smooth skills. You know what I'm saying?
You know, but the greatness Final Fantasy 7. You know, a lot of people don't like my hype towards this game. It's a similar hype that I had towards Kingdom Hearts 3. You guys know you ain't stopping this train.
Who did that for you? It's in Game Pass.
Tell him, Medic. Tell him.
Well, first off, Bill didn't do nothing for me. I had to get a PlayStation for this game. So
No, I'm not even talking about
Slander.
that. I'm not even talking about that.
Slander.
So anyway, so
Continue.
you know, going on with the game, you know, Hector got to play that beta. I was a little jealous at that time, so I'm sleeping the next morning, and I'm sitting there. I get woke up by Cognito. He's like, "Yo, the beta, the demo has been dropped on PlayStation." I got him immediately. I went from, "Oh my gosh, man, I'm tired," to "Yo, I gotta play this. I gotta." What's funny is I've been doing a little bit of extra work with like DoorDash and stuff like that. I was like, "That's on hold all day. That's done." I played that beta, that demo. I don't know why I keep calling it a beta, because I've been playing so many betas here lately. I played that demo like 6 times. Like,
Same, bro. Same.
and it's just,
Let's talk about it.
There's a couple things I want to go into. First off, you know, I'm going to talk last because I want to hear all the other lords' perspective. First thing I wanted your opinion on is how many of these do you think they're going to have? How many games? Second, do you think it's okay to release these in segments as long as they really capitalize on the game independently? Let's go to BG first.
Let's get BG.
All right. So the Final Fantasy demo, you know, was fire. I played it 3 times, and that's something I can't remember the last time I played any demo more than once. It's been a while even since I played an entire game more than once. It's just something I typically don't do. You know, a lot of games just haven't had that effect on me lately. You know, y'all know how I've been feeling. But you know, Final Fantasy, that demo brought back that childlike excitement where you couldn't wait to get back home and cut that thing on.
That music, BG though.
It was just, you know, I love one of the biggest things I felt like they got every character right. Like when you're reading these back in the 90s and you're hearing their voices now, like that's legitimately how I felt like they would sound.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like Barrett, I heard Barrett's voice in my ear like in 97, and I'm like, yo, this is the exact voice I heard.
Yeah,
because he was always hyped like that. He always, you know, he had a lot of dialogue all the time, so that means he was talking a lot.
Yeah,
so
like,
you know, I enjoyed it.
And everything was in capital letters, and you know, a whole bunch of exclamation points. So that's exactly how I expected him to be. You know, and the music surprised me only because when they modernize a lot of music and remakes, it doesn't hit the same.
Facts.
Right?
I think the dude, I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name. He's the one that did the remake for 10, all the reanimated, imaginative audio. For some reason,
You mean Nobuo Uematsu?
That dude knows what he's doing. Like,
Oh, he's a legend. He's a legend.
Yeah. So I was surprised. I was like, yo, this music's still hitting. It's still a bop. I'm like, okay. So it still feels the same. And then as far as the release, I mean, the original released in it was a 4 disc, right? It was
something like that.
It was like
3 discs. 3 discs.
Yeah.
Why do I remember having? Because I had it on PS4 and I had it on PC.
So Final Fantasy 8 was 4, 9 was 4, 7 was 3.
So was 3.
Okay.
Yeah, 7 was 3.
So
you probably got the bonus soundtrack.
I do.
Maybe
they had some demo. I don't know.
Yeah, you remember? Because if you brought the collector's edition, I think you got the bonus soundtrack or something like that with the Japanese version.
And they always sold it in the double pack CD.
Yes, the double pack did. Yo, taking it back.
But when they did it then, that was for spacing reasons, correct? So because the game was so big. So I mean, the fact that it's stopping at Midgar makes me think it's gonna be at least 3, because Midgar is like what is that? Maybe 20, 25, 30% of the game? Something like that.
It's a big chunk.
Yeah, it's you know, it's not the majority. It's a little bit less than the majority.
You know, a lot of let's be real here. For those who played the original, when you know that part that we played in the demo in the original game was only like 15 minutes long.
Yeah,
and they
just showed
with the character building. Not to mention, slow mo. I don't normally read non-color, but I have my non-color glasses on right now. So slow mo talked about that.
Premium, baby.
Slow mo talking about the Avalanche crew. Like in the original one, Jessie was not like she is now. She all about her some cloud. Like
she's trying to get her swerve.
Yeah, so they really built on the individual characters, and they used that foundation to make that entire 15-minute part of the game to like 45 minutes to an hour. And it didn't feel like they were doing it like adding extra for no reason. It felt like it was necessary to add it.
Continue, BG.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess it could be 3 discs. I can't see any reason it would be 4. But I feel like they could possibly put the rest of the game on one more Blu-ray, but I don't know if it's looking like that.
Apparently this game is 2 Blu-rays.
Just this one part?
No,
it's 100 gigabytes.
One part, yeah, it's 2
Woo! Wow.
Yeah, my fault for the
Red
Red
Dead
Dead
was
Redemption 2, where it had like all data on one disc, and then the other disc had the game itself.
How many games do you think they'll have? Like parts of the story from beginning to end?
I mean, I think you should shoot for 2 because more than 2. Yeah, I mean, I think it's gonna be 3, but more than 2 people are gonna be like, all right, bro, okay, we gotta wait. We gotta wait for the other part. Like, cool, okay, like even though each part is gonna be like a full-fledged game, right? Like maybe like 30, 40 hours. Right. That's cool and all, but we still gotta wait a whole nother year. Yeah. See, like it was like as much as we like Avengers, the part 1 of it, we still had to wait till next April, and like
facts.
That kind of killed us.
I think we're looking at a 2-year cycle for these games. I don't think it's going to be a year. I think it's going to be.
So you think we got to wait 2 years for the
2 years
for the next? I'm be honest. The year thing wouldn't bother me. The year thing feels like a good cadence. The 2 years, I think it's more realistic.
The Xbox version's next year.
Well, see, the thing is, the thing is the reason this game took so long is because they had to throw like 2-3 years of development down the drain.
And
so
they had before they started working on it.
Yeah, and they had completely.
Yeah, King got the fraud alert. Why the fraud alert is not King?
Yo, it is something y'all like. Y'all put up with anything.
All right, we're gonna ignore King. I'm gonna keep talking.
Next year I'll wait 1 year.
But look. Do I want to wait 2 years to play the second part? No, but
I'm not waiting for anything.
Well, you ain't playing either of them, so it doesn't matter.
Like, you know where my
demo don't play demos, sir.
You know where my demo is? My demo in the bushes.
You don't play demos unless it's on that Game Pass.
Game Pass. Shout out to Game Pass.
Yeah, you play P-Edge.
Yo, but I'm gonna tell you this. Y'all gonna pay $250. Okay. You know why? Because y'all sound like you're willing to pay $250. So you gonna pay $250. It's gonna be $59.95 each disc. So you gonna get the 4. You gonna pay the $250. So and you gonna like it too. And you gonna stretch it. They're gonna stretch it out 6 years for you. And you gonna take it, and you ain't gonna say nothing about it.
Yo, Benz is riding for you. He said thank you. Yo, because Benz is on that train that bottle. Go, bro.
I don't think it's okay at all. Like what? I don't think it's okay. Like I understand, like they kind of don't have a choice necessarily. It's either this or we wait like maybe 4 more years for the complete game.
That's what I was saying. Look,
exactly.
Look, do I like it? No, I don't. But there's this time where you have to be realistic. It's gonna take 4 to 5 years. No, like first off, King with the investor talk. You gonna talk to someone? We ain't gonna have any money back for like 5-6 years. They're gonna be like them make another game.
You come from what I come from. When a game come out, it come out. Right? Back when Final Fantasy, when they showed that back the first time they showed it, right? Well, it was coming on Nintendo first. Right, and then Sony came in through that bag and told them we got more space for you. We can get the artistic vision out. You can get the music that you want. You can get these polygons. You can make it look way better than whatever that Ultra 64 was trying to talk about with the $500 cartridge. Right? So they said we ain't gonna make no money there, but we're gonna make some money with these CDs, these DVDs. Okay, so they did the switch over. It wasn't we gonna give it to you in chunks and pieces. You know why? Because they had to deliver a game. But in this day and age, I just listen to you guys. Just instead, if y'all would fight these people back and tell them, no, we don't want your bit pieces of game. Give me a complete game because I don't want to get to Midgard and gotta wait for another 2 years ago.
Here's what they could have done, right? Because if I remember this correctly, you remember when this was revealed at E3 2015, right?
Yes.
Didn't they say that the director of the game had no idea he was the director of the game?
Yeah.
Wow.
At the time,
learned that day.
At the time, he was still doing Final Fantasy 15. That was like the funny part. You got thrown that at him.
The man found out he was directing the game the same time we did. Like, word?
Wow. Oh, word? He did what I did to Macho. Yo, Macho, we're going to do this interview. He said, what?
Yo, we got a super chat. Shout out to Mega in the building. 2000. He said, BG, the GOAT up in here. Let's go. Love the podcast, y'all. Victor Allenstein, he said, what if Square Enix decides to use this for their own subscription service and stretch out the gate? Come on, Victor.
Look.
Wow.
Don't put no thoughts in their head.
At the end of the day, I don't like that they're splitting it up in games, but you got to consider like the mentality that Final Fantasy fans in general. You know, 7's not even my favorite game, but we've been asking for this game for like 15 years.
And you can wait to 17 years. If you waited 15 years,
it's not going to be 2 years, King.
It don't even matter. It's just the fact that
look.
You gotta take a stance.
Look,
man.
my life tomorrow's not guaranteed. All right, I'm playing the first part, King.
This is gonna pave the way for more crap of this type of nature.
So King, you're saying that this is a dangerous precedent. That if we don't fight Square Enix, that this could set the trend for other people, for Mass Effect, for other people doing things, craziness.
Listen, I'm telling you people right now, do not buy this game. Do not buy this game. I don't care how bad you want it. I don't care how bad you need it. Do not buy this game. Make them give you the complete game. When you go buy the game, buy all of this in one shot. Play your game all through.
What's funny is this is coming from someone that doesn't even care about this game.
No, listen, I do.
No,
I
like Final Fantasy.
I brought it when it originally came out.
He like Final Fantasy 7. He do.
When you heard of Sephiroth, I done ended the game already. I was there on PlayStation when PlayStation got the game. It was a big coup.
It was a big deal. That was a big deal when that game came out.
I'm the originator of this. You're talking to the originator, but I'm not going to settle for what they're trying to do. This is when microtransactions started coming out into your games. And if you guys sit there and you take this stuff right now, you're going to get piecemeal your games for the rest of your damn life. Don't take this right now.
They ride it with King. They ride it with King. Yo, let's get up. I gotta get Lord G and Lord Macho in here, man. Lord G, let's start with you first. Like the demo, your experience, and then obviously this whole bit about being episodic and in parts.
Well, I was really upset that it was episodic, but I think the alternative is the game gets canceled or doesn't get made with all the development issues that they had. And what's annoying to me is on the box art or the box art that's out there right now. I don't know what it's going to look like when it comes out in a month. It says it's got the exclusive to PlayStation 1 year or played first on PlayStation logo on the box, but on nowhere on the packaging does it say anything about being part 1. So what are they going to call part 2? Final Fantasy 7 part 2, and then are they going to collect it? Jason Schreier had asked the producer how many parts it was going to be, and he said, "I don't know, maybe 5."
Whoa!
Wow!
Whoa!
You said what?
I don't know.
What?
Whoa! Well, I didn't know that.
Too much fun in the demo to not buy it. So.
Now my 250 joint just went out the window, and you're looking at $300.
Yo, let's get a little about Macho. I got to get you in because I saw the Twitter streets. And shout out to Meds in the chat. I know there was some back and forth banter with you and Final Fantasy 7, fans. It's a contentious topic. So first, about the demo, your feeling about it, and then about the episodic aspect.
Yeah, so the demo is awesome. It's what I wanted from Final Fantasy VII Remake. The music's on point. Voice acting is top notch. The gameplay is just amazing too. A lot of people haven't talked about the gameplay of it. It's just like a mix of old and new, and it's perfect. It's polished too at the same time. It can be a little bit more polished when it comes out, but it is what it is.
For future Final Fantasies, this combat's the way I want that to be.
Yes.
Fire.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, with the whole situation with it being split into parts, yeah, there's initial worrisome. How are they going to do this? What's going to be split up? What's the complete experience? But from what Square Enix reps are saying, where the dev team saying, it's going to be a complete game. You're going to get that complete experience. And with the story of Final Fantasy 7, how it being split into parts, and it has different flavors throughout the entire game. So it makes sense that if they want to split up the story.
Wait, time out. So okay, hold on.
Here we go.
Stop.
Here we go.
You coming from a literal fanboy situation because I
No, King.
You're not wrong.
Okay, look, we are definitely fanboys of this, but we're not going to sit here and act like this is the same game because it's not.
Okay. Anyway, what you were saying, I saw it in your eyes.
How did you see anything?
When I said, yo, we got interviews to do today, he was like, bruh, I have Final Fantasy to go to, and come hell or high water, you're not stopping me. So listen, I saw it in your eyes.
He did break north after we got in past the security gate that day. He did secure the bag. Salute the Macho.
Running.
Listen, so we not taking none of your words right now.
We can't take his word.
You just sat there and said that, if they want to break it up, because it's different flavors. Listen, when I got my two discs back in the days, or my 3 discs back in the days, it was the same flavor. Okay, so I'm not going to allow them to do this. You want it because you can't wait.
It's a different beast. It's a different game, my guy.
First off, King, you ain't even played the demo, so you don't even know the difference.
You know why? I'm not supporting what they're doing.
If you, it's free. How is that not? What?
I'm not supporting what they're doing.
All right, King. All right, we're going. If you look at it from
it's a different beast, man. It's not like they're just taking the same game and making it prettier graphics.
They're putting new aspects in this game that was never in the original. There's a first class soldier that was never in Final Fantasy 7 that's in this game. They have a completely new enemy on here called the Darkness, or whatever they're called. That it's like the little ghost black things that just roll around. No one knows what that is. It's not like this is the original game, because it's not. This isn't
this is different, right?
The chat is late. We got Chris Righteous in here. We got the Final Fantasy 7 haters and the lovers in it. It's gonna be lit.
So it's different, right? It's different enemies, it's different everything. So it's warranted that you pay $300 in parts to get this. It's just that I just want to know when is it gonna stop? Because I don't want this to permeate into games I like. You understand? I don't want this to work its way over if Microsoft tells me, because of y'all willing to take this, and then the talking heads up in the top that's getting that money say, yo, why the hell we need to give them infinite all in one shot? Well, why don't we give them infinite parts?
I'll take off my fanboy glass for this. All right,
let's go.
Take them off. It's because I think for a game like this, the popularity of Final Fantasy 7, only Final Fantasy can do this. Right. I mean, it's such a big global name throughout the world. But I mean, getting off of that, it being split into parts. It sucks, and I didn't like that at first either. I still don't like that. But again, it's a story, it's not the game.
But you're gonna take it though. You don't like it, but you're gonna take it though. You said absolutely.
Give me endearing characters, give me great gameplay for every entry, and you're good. But here's the thing: back into Gene's point too, with Final Fantasy 7 Remake, it had that with the box art not saying Part 1. I mean, if we're to get real on this one, I think that they're gonna not have the subscription service, but have an expansion upon that initial release. So there's going to keep updating, similar to Final Fantasy 14 with Shadowbringers. Every expansion is $48 to add to the game. So that's what I think that they're probably going to do. They haven't said anything about that, saying there's going to be part 2, part 3.
With this. You're just like sitting there so good with this.
Kid, why you pocket watching if we want to pay $600? Why you pocket watching? What if we want to do it? What if we want to pay
slow-mo? You know what's funny? It's jokes.
Put the pocket watching in the chat again.
Slow-mo. You laugh and you think it's a joke, but I see nothing but a downfall for us as gamers. Like everybody sit there and say, "Oh, we have a problem with subscription services, right?"
If this is in Game Pass, you be riding.
You know what? Okay, so let's get this part right. And I don't want BG's thought on this part.
Let's go.
Because only reason why I'm asking him, because I saw his video and he came from a objective side, and it wasn't sounding like a fanboy, because a lot of these videos I saw was fanboy videos, right? So his joint was objective. My question is this, right? Do you think this is the tipping point? Because sometimes they need a game that is such a juggernaut and such a force, like Fortnite made Sony bend the knee. It needs a game of this magnitude that has a fan base. They know y'all are there, and they know you want it. Is this the game to push games into that monetized type of sectional thing? Like, you get this level for this price, you get this level for that price, you know? And is this going to start? What if they did that to you in Streets of Rage? You get part 2 later. You know, is this that game that's going to push us in that dangerous area?
So two things, right? I don't think this will become a trend, because once again, not defending them, but with Square, they have like justification that they could actually use, like plausible deniability for someone who says this is you cashing in. They can actually say this game is legit huge and it's like 40 hours. Not most games that come out are not like 40 plus hours. Most are in like the 20-hour range. You have no reason to split up a game in that totals 20 hours. You can't release a 5-hour game on a disc each time. Right. So that's not gonna fly. What was your question again? I already forgot.
My question is just: is this the tipping point?
Is this the precedent? Yeah.
Is this the? Because I see one shoe, or see. This is just my thing. When we got all those loot crates, and governments has to step in and has to cut stuff down and have to put laws to protect us from ourselves. Because if the world would have stood up and said, "Oh hell no, we're not taking no episodic crap," do you think they go back and give you the full game later? Because I can see them doing the full game on 3-4 discs.
I think that if this didn't come out and rose like this, they would just cancel the game.
So cancel the game. They're not gonna do that.
Let me ask King this. Let me ask King this. What is the difference between what they're doing with this in comparison to the Telltale model that we accepted, which had less hours, right? The Walking Deads, the Wolf Among Us, and they say, hey, you're gonna wait. Now, it wasn't like a year, no doubt. The length of time wasn't a year, but they did split that up, and gamers didn't really seem to have too much of a problem with that.
What happened to Telltale?
Well, they financially been done to them.
That has nothing to do with the problem.
Nothing to do with that. But my point is that, what do you say to what, like BG's point, with the part 1, the episodic part actually being hours that doesn't hold weight? Yeah.
The thing about Telltale games is they were meant to be literal like episodes.
True.
Like they were meant to like run like a TV show. So that's why people were fine with it. The other thing is, I don't think this will become a trend, is this kind of stifles developers from moving on to other projects if they have to focus on milking something into 3 places. Like, I don't think Naughty Dog is really gonna, like, let's say with Last of Us if they wanted to make Last of Us Part 2, but it had like 3 different parts, Last of Us Part 2.2, 2.6, and 2.8, they gotta like focus on that, as big as the studio is and as much as they multitask. I don't think that it takes work to milk. So
I feel that.
And they working, y'all.
Let me get this super chat. Shout out to Jeff Singer. Square is finessing you. Shout out to Aaron J94 $2 super chat. They said part 1 is 60 hours. And then JD Gamer $20 super chat. PlayStation over here promoting selling pieces of games. It started with The Last of Us with no multiplayer, and now it's spread to Final Fantasy 7. What's next? Single player $60 and another 60 for the multiplayer. Sony is in them pockets deep. Don't let it go. JD Gamer with the best super chat of the night. LordSov, you are up. I need to hear you from yourself.
You know what? I would laugh if they just trolling everybody and the whole game is in there.
Yeah.
And they just drop it and be like,
hold on.
He said, but they're not, though.
Ask Hector. Me and him were talking last night. I honestly have no clue what's in this game, where this game ends, because you don't fight Genova till you're on the ship going leaving Junction, and Genova is a boss in this game.
Really?
They say Red 7? You don't meet him in
they said you don't play as him.
You don't play as him. You don't use him yet.
Yeah. You don't use him.
Yeah, they say that they in order to implement like his character arc or whatever. This is something like that. But he comes in so late in this iteration of the game that it might as well not be made playable. That he's just AI.
I think so Genova, because they are changing some things. Did Genova already have multiple boss fights, or was it just one? I think it wasn't.
No,
already more.
The very first time you fought Genova was on the ship leaving Junction.
Right. Yeah,
and that was way past Midgard.
But they even said Sephiroth is earlier. You see him earlier in this game than you do in the original.
The first time you see Sephiroth is on that ship going to Junction.
Yeah, I think it's more just because everybody knows who Sephiroth is. He's such a big factor. How can you have this game and not have Sephiroth in it?
Right.
So I think it's more a teaser than anything.
Like you saw, like listening to Star Wars dudes and Star Trek dudes.
Hold up,
talk about.
You saw
it's so crazy just listening to y'all talk about this, right? Because I played the game, right? And I did these things, but y'all got down to the little minutia. Because you remember when we went to Junction at that point.
I'm a full-blown nerd when it comes to Final Fantasy.
We're nerd with this, man. This changed the game. This is the Final Fantasy 7 GOAT. Like this,
you about to learn, King. You about to learn.
They're about to write slow-mo.
I'm not about to learn nothing. You about to learn. You gonna be $300 lighter.
$300 lighter.
That's it. Yo, come on, Saul. I gotta get in after you because I gotta get my bars off. Go ahead, Saul.
I haven't played this since like the original, like literally in 1997. The last time I played. No, I downloaded the demo. I have not played the demo yet. So I don't
have to my man's right there.
So I have the intention of doing so. But my thing is this: like, listen, I can understand the fans not caring how long it takes for the game to come out. But I mean, the way Square takes their time with stuff, like let's be honest, right? Let's say if this is 4 installments, you could literally be looking at this game spanning 3 generations of consoles.
That's what I was worried about. Like, I ain't gonna front. That's my concern. Yes,
that's kind of nuts. Whatever, but that's kind of nuts. Now, for me, like it's the new people coming in, right? Because this is a game just by its looks alone is going to draw people in. So the thing is now you have to make sure that each one of these games ends on a note that is acceptable as a full-on game for somebody who's coming into it brand new.
That's my next question I want to ask people. Yep. I think the only people that can really answer this is me and Cognito. I don't know how much you remember, King. Like, there's only sections in this game that I would feel be acceptable to end it. For instance, in the trailer, they show Sephiroth going through fire. There's only one time that ever happens in the game, and that's the flashback where he's burning Cloud's village down.
That's in like Beth. What do you call it?
Nibelheim, something like that.
Yeah.
No, it's technically it's in the flashback.
He's laughing at our nerdness.
So I think that's where they're gonna end this game.
It's on full display. It is so crazy.
He's laughing at. Let me get my balls off if Saul finish, man.
Yeah, I mean that's all. I mean, honestly, to me, it's just the new people coming in that are probably gonna want to play this game. You need to be honest about how many. You need to be honest. Saying this is not the complete game, but. Again, if it doesn't necessarily matter if you finish each one on a note that is not like a cliffhanger, it has to be a complete game.
They're gonna have Cloud jumping off the ship and be like, and tune in next time.
They're like, Cloud, where are you going?
Daylight.
No, I think
I'm going to finish this fight.
I think the first one's gonna end.
You're gonna see a big boss and you'll be like, yeah. Pay $5 to get this next.
Yo, you stupid.
I think the first one's gonna end after that story thing. I think the second one's gonna end when Sephiroth's revived, and the third one's gonna be killing him. I don't think it's gonna be 5. If it is 5, that's a little ridiculous. But I'm still gonna buy all 5.
But you're gonna still buy all 5.
He can quickly bend the knee. He's like, and I'm still gonna buy all 5. I'm at it.
On your PlayStation 7.
Hold on.
That's what's up. PlayStation 7 is lit when that 4 part come out.
And what's funny is the people riding and dying for 6. When they start popping them out, I'm gonna buy all them too.
Listen, let's get it. Let me get these super chats and then I'm gonna jump in. All right, so shout out to JD Gamer, $5 super chat. If we allow the Sony, I like how he calls them, to do this, It will spread to every other dev, just like the microtransactions did. We'll be paying $300 for one freaking game. Shout out to Victor Allenstein, $2 super chat. Square Enix charged you for Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5. Jamie, even though it's not a color, it's my boy, man. He said, gamers, if we don't stand for nothing, we gonna fall for anything. Yeah, they ride it. Listen, let me get it, man. All right, first off, y'all know how I feel about Final Fantasy.
I'm bending the knee to this, man. They can give it to me any way they
want.
Yo,
pause!
Somebody mute that man's mic.
Mute that man. Stop him from saving for himself.
Who that man?
So I will say this: that look, it's near and dear. You know, obviously for me, when I think about PS1. The games that are synonymous is the Ridge Racers, the Tekken for graphical fidelity. But as a lot of Final Fantasy VI fans will accurately say, 7 is what brought it to the masses. 7 was a movie. You never seen anything like that. Just the Silicon graphic cities, the backgrounds, the polygons. At that time, it was the pinnacle of graphical fidelity. And y'all can't front. When y'all saw, BG, when y'all saw a summon for the first time, when you saw Leviathan, Knights of the Round, all that fly, you know, Ifrit. When you saw, games were doing something at that time we never see before. So it's going to be an emotional thing for games. That's just
really
fact.
Go too much into the whole, you know, what's better than 6 or 7, because 7 had that gift of I'm the first 3D one.
No doubt. 7 changed
7
the
was
game.
The first one too that also had the controversy with it.
Yes,
they didn't tell people that it wasn't, because the way they marketed the game, they marketed it as an action game. So people purchased the game for their kids and they went home and was like, "What the hell is this crap?"
We've had
turn-based.
We've had many people with ILP as guests say like that was their first RPG. Like King was saying, like that was an introduction. So let's get that out the way. Here's my thing: it's near and dear to my heart. I am super critical when something's on my Mount Rushmore, right? When something's on my Mount Rushmore and you gonna remake it or reimagine or whatever you playing around with it, I'm already looking at you with the Quan eye like, fam, don't mess up the Mona Lisa. You know what I'm saying? So when I booted the joint up, I'm not gonna front. I
was nervous. I was
nervous. I was like, let me see how they do it. And my man came down, boom, off the train.
And we both took the same screenshot.
We took the same shot. Took the same screenshot on PS Now. And then the music kicked, and I'm like, yeah, this is it. They got it. They got the feel. They got the music is such a nostalgic piece, right? That's one thing. Graphic fidelity. Then they reimagine with the modernness of the combat system. And let me tell y'all know I don't ride for remakes. I don't ride for. I have a strict stance that no remade game can be game of the year, right? This is a demo. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm teetering. Like what I've seen in this demo is so impressive that I'm like, yo, if they pull this off, you know what I'm saying?
He's like, how am I gonna act like I'm not a fraud? Like,
you could throw the fraud alert on me because I trust me, I still gonna stand tall and say no remake can make it. But this is the first time I'm like, yo, this joint feel mad different, son. This joint feel like, bro, like the insignificant dudes is like fully fledged. It's crazy. And then the thing that won it for me personally, right? And I know I'm fanboying, but when you start to fight and you got Cloud, right? And he feels like slow, methodic. He switches to that. What's that stance? Hector, the joint. You know what I'm saying? And it's like
operator.
Okay, the operator.
Then I apologize, but they're demanding a fraud alert. So
no, throw the fraud alert. Throw it on me. Throw it on me. I don't care. Throw it. Get your rock off. My whole thing is when he plays completely different, right? So that's the first thing. Then the second thing is I get Barrett in the party. And Cloud can't shoot the dudes the little satellite things up in the air. So I had to switch to Barrett for the long range. So they literally made completely different archetype characters that reimagined. Like one was long distance, one was this. Then the banter between the characters. Like you switching and your man, Barrett's like, now you need my help now.
The cat, right? The cat.
You know what
yelled out.
Listen.
You know what I love?
At the end of the day, listen. Do I agree with the practice of milking a franchise? No, right? here's the thing: the fact that it is reimagined with this level of quality, people are going to bend the knee. That's just a fact. Like it is. This is
Evil had the same equal amount of fidelity, reimagined. I'm just saying. I'm saying, guys. I'm like, and I know what it is when it's your drug of choice.
When it's your drug of choice, you can't tell people to stop their drug.
Yeah,
they go get that hit.
Yeah,
no matter what you say.
If there's my Ciroc behind the counter, give me my Ciroc behind the counter.
No matter what you say, I'm going to do this drug called Final Fantasy 7.
Listen, you can't. Listen. At the end of the day, you can't stop people. The gamer's going to have to stand up with their wallet and say, "No, we are not going to do it."
And it's okay, King. I'll buy it twice to make up for you.
Every time, even with microtransactions, all this stuff we complain about, what ends up happening? Dudes go straight over to the slot machine and buy all this stuff they say they ain't buying. Because if that was the case, why would these companies do it? Because there's finance that they see it. I'm not condoning it. I'm just telling you that gamers are weak. We talk strong. We talk like we gonna rise against the machine and all. As soon as that release date drop, who there for day one? Who there day one?
What's funny is Alex, from Press Start, looked like he was completely like, I ain't buying this, but I see him a little bit coming off of that a little bit.
Yeah,
it's like, look,
he played that demo. He was like, this is actually pretty crispy.
At the end of the day, I don't agree with what they're doing, but I've been asking for this for so long.
My thing is, you can wait longer and get the complete game.
I'm not.
Like,
I am not.
King, I'm weak. King, we're weak.
No,
we
no.
Weak,
I don't even have strength for this. I don't.
You got the strength. They gave you a demo.
King,
play that
don't
demo
even matter what
400
they could
times
say.
until
They
the
could
game
play
come
the
out.
demo 400 times.
They could come out there and they could say, "Yo, we've decided $60 is not a. We're not asking for.
Shut up.
We need more. You know what? Every iteration is going to be $120. Like, where I give it? Where my money go? Like,
do you see what Attic is doing to you? Okay, now this is where it's that's a problem. He's a problem. Attic is a problem for y'all because what he just did to, let's say, a Square.
Hold on. Can I get that editor in chief in the chat? Because he said we put no lipstick, we fraud. Bro, you the same person buying Arc DLC. That joint look like a slideshow. What are you talking about?
Okay,
You the biggest fraud. I gotta come. You the biggest fraud. You support that game that don't support you, and you ran away from that game, and you came back to the game. Fraud alert on Dizzy for hating on our drug of choice. Continue.
Listen, let me tell you something.
Let us get our drug on in peace.
If a Square Enix CEOs is like, let me peruse podcast today, and he just tuned in at your point where you just said, if this game is $120, where can I buy it?
I can't say at the end of the day, like, dude, that's how much they got me. Like,
Addy, you got to calm down.
Look, man.
This is very bad.
This is one of those things. This is one of those things where if it was sold out everywhere, I'm going on eBay and buying one for $200. Like, this is that serious. Like,
I'm telling you right now, Addict is gonna have your guys $500 a portion.
I'm a huge
He's
fan.
like, I'm not down with y'all like that.
I don't co-sign that.
then that's fine.
Wait, hold on. BG, you ain't co-signing?
That's cool. I will pick up the slack for all the other people, okay?
The thing is too is like when you're looking at this thing, you just watch it on YouTube or you're watching some other people play, you're like, all right, cool, this looks okay. But when you play it, it's a whole different ball game.
I've literally, like when I got home last night
on Twitter. That's like all these warriors on Twitter. They saying they're not gonna buy. I'm not gonna.
When I got home last night,
I'll see you day one, baby. I'll see you day one.
Okay, we will.
We got bad super chats. Let me get Thanos' boss.
When I got home last night, I haven't been home in 2 days. First thing I did was turn on that PlayStation, play that demo.
Facts. Do your drug in peace. Thanos is boss with the $5 super chat. Question for BG and the rest of the chat: does this game have a chance to get nominated for Game of the Year, and should it win Game of the Year? Even though
because it's only a part of a game. So next,
BG, what you think?
It's weird because it'll be very weird and seems unfair that like other developers who are making an entire game, right? Okay. So I release my one game, that I release every 3-4 years, and I'm up for Game of the Year. You're going to release, let's say it's yearly, you're going to release a game 2020, 21, 22. And so you have 3 chances 3 years in a row to be game of the year. I don't know how you like do that. Are they going to like, oh, nah, but part 2 is a game.
You know what? Last year.
It's a little weird, and like I can understand why
they got to pull the Lord of the Rings and give it to the last one. So part 5 in like 20 years to get game of the year.
Last year I was I was one of those people, man. I was like, Resident Evil 2 does not deserve being nominated because it's still. Let me finish, BG.
That's different.
So I was like, it does not. But this year, I ain't gonna lie, I'm sitting here sidearm this final. You know what? I ain't gonna say nothing in Final Fantasy 7.
Nah, that's big for them because if anything,
thank you.
Resident Evil 2 deserves it more than Final Fantasy, only because at least Resident Evil
complete.
Is complete.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that, but I ain't saying nothing if it gets
you know what? I'm gonna start giving you your food in portions, and you're gonna pay for each portion. So if you gonna get your vegetables, you're gonna pay for your vegetables. If you're gonna pay for the protein, you're gonna get the protein. You're gonna wait 3 hours for your potatoes.
But see, look, I love Chinese. I love Chinese. So if you give me even
your Chinese food, you gonna get noodles.
Hold up. I love Chinese. King, I love Chinese. So if you give me that in portions, I'm cool because I love it.
He good. That man said he'll do anything, so you already know. Victor Alistair with the $2 super chat. Final Fantasy 7 Kool-Aid is strong. Damn. Then he goes, who else we got? Victor Alistair, got Final Fantasy Online coming, Kool-Aid of the year. And then Gamer Forte, he said $2. I can't lie, I bought the first class edition.
Y'all missed True Gamer. You missed
Get True Gamer, Cat Daddy too.
True Gamer 90 with the $2 super chat. King plays
Destiny.
Yo, listen, and you know what? And I want you to realize
they have been giving us the same content of D1 over and over.
But, okay, so you're gonna sit there and you're gonna compare Destiny.
I'm not comparing nothing. I'm okay with both scenarios. You're the only one that's not.
No. He came at me. Let me go.
Yeah, let him run.
You know, you're gonna compare Final Fantasy to Destiny, right? It's an ongoing, persistent game, right?
Well, technically, I didn't compare it to someone else too.
But we gotta let that rock because it makes my argument stick against Dizzy because I want the rock. So don't mention that point. Don't mention that. I want to shame Ark and his continued support.
You're so stupid. But it's the fact of the matter is this, right? We already accept all this paywalls and all this little pay portions because when they come out with season passes, I get really upset. I have to continue to pay to get something. I just did it again in the division, right? We come out with the King of the New York division, and now you gotta give me $29.95.
But you give them that $29.95. Don't
I gave him the $29.95.
Enjoy the game and you want to play.
No. You know why I gave him the $29.95? Because I want to play with Hot Monkeys Loving. My guy only plays over there, so I'm gonna give him the $29. My guy is worth $29.95, so I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna play with him. I can't play with him.
My inner fanboys were 60 3 times.
But this is the thing with you.
With
what
me.
You just said. It said $29.95. If it said $59, my guy is gonna have to miss me, because that's a complete purchase. Okay, you just said you're willing to go to $120 per game.
Dude, I didn't even say that's my limit. I just said that was an example.
You know what?
Let that man get his drug off.
You are lost cause, and you are willing to do whatever it takes to get this game. So if you're willing to do whatever it takes, why don't you be willing to wait the 2 years to get the complete game?
I'm not a PC gamer. I'm not waiting 2 years to play a game. It's not happening.
And the demo has your demo does have some issues. I mean, listen, I almost never pre-order games. I already got the digital edition.
That's right.
So let me get this super chat because I'm sure Kat wants me to read it. So we got a $5 super chat from Cat Daddy Fat Stacks. Attic, you talking crazy right now. I'm gonna need you to sit down in that corner, headbutt yourself in the chest, and think about your sins. You know what, Cat Daddy? I will do all of that. But with my right hand, I will be ordering the collector's edition on Amazon.
Yo, shout out to my homie Pixelbit G. Found out he said, "Yo, keep it real. Madden been putting the same game out with minor tweaks for a decade. We've seen this model before. Square didn't start it. Blame EA." That's what I'm rolling with.
Let's get some hashtags. Blame EA in that chat, right?
That's right. I'm rolling Pixelbit. Thank you for justifying my foolishness. Thank you. Def singing too loud. Square got everyone out here walking like a penguin. Oh wow, disrespect. The disrespect, man. Oh my god, this is hilarious. We gotta move on because this will never end. But it is a very contentious topic. We understand both sides absolutely.
I don't understand Kings, but you can't
listen, man. We'll fly through these last two. We'll fly through these last two really quick because I know it's a long show. But all right, so real quick, y'all. Ghost of Tsushima. How you say it? I like how Attic said it.
Kushima.
I like how he said it. It's Ghost of Tsushima.
Ghost of
Tsushima
Tsushima.
sound like something completely else y'all talking about.
I say
Kush. Okay.
I'll say Ghost of Kushima.
Kushima. There you go. I like what Attic said.
You put a K in it.
You put a K in it like Kush. You know what I'm saying? So look,
I got to, man, because that's the only way I'm gonna pronounce it. You guys have seen me pronounce stuff on the show.
It's just make believe the T's not there. Just say sushi.
Yeah, it's sushi.
Hey, Soph, how you let me pronounce the way I want to pronounce it? How about that?
Sushi.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Moving along, we've got the release date, y'all. June 26th. A big announcement from Sony. Trailer looks fire. We got a bunch of editions announced. You got the digital deluxe edition, special edition, collector's edition. We finally got a release date. So I wanted to bring this to the realm, but actually in a bigger fashion. So looking at the 2020 lineup for PlayStation 4 right now. So look at that. We got March through June, man. March, we got Neo 2 and MLB The Show. April, we got the Final Fantasy 7 GOAT remake in April.
Game of the year.
Game of the year. In May, Last of Us Part 2 banger returns. June, Ghost of Tsushima. So this lineup is pretty impressive, and I want to bring this to the realm, in reference to the PlayStation 4 ending the generation. And I wanted to ask the realm, is it sacrilegious to say that the PlayStation 4 has the GOAT end of a generation release software cycle? So we're going to go real quickly. Let's get Attic jumping off, then we get the guest. So with this lineup, how do you feel? Is this the greatest ever end of a generation to a console?
I feel like either one of these games is better than anything Microsoft's posted this whole generation. I can't front it, man. Like, last year looked spooky for Sony, like really bad. But this year they got it on lock. They got, maybe 4 months of Game of the Year contenders, and you can't take that away from them. Even though I'm pretty sure JD Gamer in the comment section ain't gonna agree with me, but
no doubt. So Atticus co-signing. BG, is this sacrilegious to say that this software lineup is the GOAT of the generation, the end of generation?
I don't remember every end of generation. I got terrible memory, but
just for what you can remember.
I don't think it's like the best of any generation. I don't think so.
Okay. If you can recall anything that any console generation ending that you was like, yo.
I really.
I'm sorry.
He said he doesn't remember, but he doesn't.
Okay. So you agree? Oh, my bad. You agree? My bad.
I can't tell you one that's better, but I don't think this one is like that great just by itself. Just it on itself, I don't think it's that great. I mean,
break it down.
Okay, so there's Ghost of Tsushima, there's Final Fantasy, Neo, and Last of Us 2. Okay,
you got to even consider, even though a lot of people didn't like it, Dreams was still part of it. So
trash. Anyway,
Wander.
That's my guy right there. That's my guy.
You got Predator 2. You got Iron Man. You got Yakuza like a dragon. Like
okay, let me break all of it down.
Let BG get his boss off. Let BG get his boss. Go ahead.
Might have to write down a list. Okay, so you said Yakuza?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which one is that? 0, -1?
The dragon. No, this is the one. This is the one. This is the RPG, the one that plays like a turn-based RPG. So the new one.
Does that even have a US release date yet? Does it?
They said this year.
I'm playing it. I'm going to try that.
Yeah, I'm not going to count that. So we going to scratch it off the list. Okay. The Last of Us. I love The Last of Us, but it's missing a mode that.
BG, come No, don't do that. I knew that was coming.
It's missing multiplayer, so yeah, that gets.
Damn it, BG! Not like this. Not like this, BG.
Yo! Let my man get his bars off. Let my man get his bars off.
It gets knocked off a few points. Moving on to Neo 2. Love Neo 2. I put like 80 hours in the original Neo, but in action mode on a PlayStation console, even Pro, that game looks disgusting. Okay,
get him, BG. Get him.
Oh, heck, this sad.
Yeah, you know, the original Neo race is good, but yeah,
the game is fantastic, but it looks horrible because in action mode, I think it ran between like 900. It ran around 900p. 900p.
Even on a Pro?
And it wasn't locked. It wasn't
locked. On the Pro, it's
either.
running at 900p.
Why don't we tell the truth? Why don't we tell the truth and shame the devil? Tell the truth and shame the devil.
There was a whole lot of checkerboarding going on there.
BG. Let them know. BG. Let them know, BG, because they thought I was coming for him. BG, get him.
So not that graphics is all that matters, but like when a game that I put in 80 hours and had to look at those disgusting visuals, I'm probably waiting for the PC version, which I never do. Okay, so that's Yakuza, Last of Us, Neo 2. What else?
Ghosts.
He
said Iron Man VR. Get that, BG.
VR. I think VR is just kind of trash right now because it's
Gene is crying inside.
VR is trash until they have improved hardware to support the consistent frame rates and refresh rate, and you don't have to have Cerebro on your head with all these wires.
Yo, I'm done with you.
Until that happens, VR is trash.
There it is. So he done ripped through your whole list. Let's get
did he comment on Ghost?
I have nothing bad to say. Actually, Ghost is the only one I have nothing bad to say about. That's the only.
Wow. So it doesn't float BG's boat here. So let's get Lord Gene, who is cringing during the VR segment. What you got, man, is this lineup the GOAT to end the generation?
Well, off the top of my head, I can't think of anything that's really that great. My brain immediately goes to the original Xbox last year. Right. I feel like Half-Life 2 was one of the games. Doom 3, Rally Sport Challenge, Mech Assault 2. I don't think Halo 2, but Halo 2 came out within the last 12 months of the original Xbox. The original Xbox had a really good final year.
Yeah.
I can't think. Maybe the Super Nintendo had a really good last year, but this is an amazing 6 months Sony's going to have. Yeah. I'm really excited for Iron Man. Not only because there hasn't been a lot to be excited about for PSVR since Blood and Truth came out last summer. I'm really excited for Predator. We played Predator. That game is phenomenal. It looks amazing. I have never played the multiplayer in The Last of Us, so I have no idea. And I'm excited for Yakuza later this year.
Sounds good. So is your gut telling? I gotta put you on the spot, Gene.
Yeah.
Is your gut saying though that you're leaning towards this maybe, or your gut saying, man, maybe other generations may have had a better end of a generation?
Depending on what the new consoles launch with, and I think that's a completely different story. Come like September, when we're looking back on the year that Sony had, and we start the Game of the Year conversation, I think a lot of the people that are going to have those conversations go, "Oh my God, this year that Sony had!" If Ghost of Tsushima can do what we think it's going to do, and The Last of Us 2 lives up to the hype, you're gonna be looking back, and maybe like they're gonna have 4 games in the Game of the Year category. Maybe 3 games, in my opinion.
Okay,
we have to see what Nintendo's going to do too. But if Nintendo's been very quiet, and there's reasons for that. But very true. I think come December we're going to be looking back and wow, they had a pretty crazy year.
No doubt. Lord Macho, Final Fantasy 7 Remake's in there.
Yeah, man.
Just a reminder. I just want to make the people know. You know what I'm saying? Like this Final Fantasy 7 Remake that we were just capping for. But yeah, man. Like, what do you think, man? As far as this software lineup, is this the GOAT to end the generation?
No, I think it could be stronger. I think it definitely could be stronger. We're coming up on the next gen console, so that's a new hype right now.
Right.
But a lot of people are saying now at the beginning of the year that we're hungry. We want these games. When are these games coming? And they're coming. They're coming. There definitely has something for everybody, but I still think there's gonna be some people out there just gonna say it's not for me. We're waiting for next gen. That's the next step. Next gen is where it's gonna be at, and it's really gonna come with these new IPs as well. We'll see what we go with there. But Ghost of Tsushima, I'm not hot on it. I'm not hot on it.
Long neck. You're not reviewing the game. Let's get Dizzy. He's not. Undead Dizzy, Lord Frost. Please remove his bias. If we get the review code, he has been.
You know I've been messaging.
Put the alert out there.
With his opinion.
Lord Macho is not to touch. Ghost of just.
Sony, that's my birthday. Send me the copy.
Don't worry, we got you. We got you, Gene. Gene has moved up the ranks for the Ghost of Tsushima review code. We're playing favorites here at LordsOfGaming.
Wow,
Continue.
this is crazy.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm high in the bush until I see those reviews. I'm not gonna lie. High in the bushes for Ghost of Tsushima.
Wow. That sucker punch disrespect. Okay, fair enough. Lord Sov, is this the GOAT to end the generation? MLB The Show's in there. Continue.
Yeah, exactly. No. But when you just look at first party stuff, right? The thing about it is, like, when you look at third party, in addition to first party, there might be other years, end of cycles that kind of look comparable or better, just because the vast majority of games you're going to have. When you just look at first party stuff, most first parties are definitely thinking forward, right? But now with this thinking now that things are kind of cross-generational and everything is sort of fluid, and the expectation or what they said is that PS4 games will be playable on PS5, I think it doesn't matter to them to put a hard stop to it. So, I mean, yeah, to have this many first-party titles coming out in the final year before new console launches is crazy, and the potential. And I'm gonna put Final Fantasy 7 in there because we can feel how we feel, right, about whether it should be Game of the Year nominee or not. It's gonna be there. It's gonna. You're gonna tell me it's not gonna be in the Keeleys? It's gonna be there.
Sov is my best friend now.
Sov for president.
But whether I don't agree with that. I'm not saying I agree.
Oh, never mind. He's not.
Listen, stop. It's
But
gonna get
reality,
redacted like
it's
that other
gonna
game
be-
that got redacted, and another game is gonna win.
For sure, it's even for posterity's sake, it's gonna be there, right? So you're looking at 3 games that could be, kind of pecking at that 10, masterpiece, perfect score type thing. Woo! Yeah, I've never seen it from a first party like this ever. I'm gonna say that. So I'm excited. I love Last of Us. I'm more excited for Ghost of Tsushima.
Wow, that's huge.
And I'm gonna tell you why.
It
And
looks like Tenchu.
that's the thing.
Yeah, dude.
Like, the whole story about it is that it's a samurai forsaking the samurai way to utilize ninja tactics, which is like, it doesn't happen. Like, a samurai is
approved.
idealistically opposed to ninja. That's
Yep.
not, those are the poor people.
Facts.
We want to know what broke him. I want to know what broke him
And
to
that,
make him switch.
that's super interesting. Like, I really want to see what happens in Last of Us. I'm a little afraid that it doesn't live up to
the naughty dog? The naughty gods?
I really do think
You slandering the naughty gods?
I do think there's some truth in that, because it's not necessarily that the game's going to be bad. It's just it's going to be almost impossible to live up to its predecessor.
Exactly. I felt the same way. I felt the same.
Oh my god! Let me get the super chat before we hit King Slander. Grounded Gamer with the $2 super chat. This is a great end. Yes, probably the best ever. Victor Alistine, $2 super chat. Problem is the multi-packs trump the PlayStation 4 exclusives. Christopher Hart out here. Sony is making y'all bend the knee. Game of the year is Sony's. And I don't want to read that singer. Who want to read that singer? Death Singer with the £5.
So Death Singer got the £5 super chat. It's not GOAT-in. 2 incomplete games, 2 third-party games, not even made by... he's not talking about Final Fantasy, okay? He kind of is, he kind of isn't. So I'll read the other half in the regular voice. Sony wants games out so they can reveal garbage launch lineup.
Wow, the disrespect. So, Lord King, we heard you grunting and growling. You can make your point quick, and then we can move on.
Well, okay. Well, my man BG, said it so eloquently as he broke down your dreams and y'all hopes us for what y'all thought was gonna happen. I'm gonna say this, right? I'm gonna say the question is this the greatest end of console lineup? I think this is the greatest launch lineup for the PlayStation 5. Because y'all gonna get these same exact games in your launch lineup that you're gonna pay twice for. But to be real, I'm definitely buying Ghost of Tsushima. I'm definitely buying The Last of Us 2. I'm not buying Iron Man. You can throw that in the bushes.
And you're definitely buying Final Fantasy.
No, I'm not.
No, he's waiting for it. He's standing on the square.
You know why I'm not getting it? Because I'm gonna get it from my Xbox. I'm going to come out next year, and I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna wait. I waited 15 years. I can wait 16.
So this isn't a PlayStation thing. This is an Xbox thing.
No. It has everything to do with the fact that I'm not.
I feel like if you're not gonna support them, you wouldn't buy it on the Xbox either.
No. I probably won't have to buy it. Probably be in Game Pass.
He's right there.
And if it does come in Game Pass, I'm gonna blow up the internet that day.
Yeah, I already know you're gonna go on.
But I got to take a stance against that game, and you have to take a stance on the practices that they're pushing forward. I'm sorry, I just see this as a tipping point. I'm pissed off with season passes and battle passes and all this crap. I'm used to games coming out full. So end of the season, I think this is probably a really good launch ending of a lineup for the PlayStation.
Oh, wow.
I'm so happy that they do have games because they gave you a year of nothing last year. So, and they gave you Dreams this year and was like, yo, here this is, what's up? And, dudes is not really into it. Some dudes is on YouTube making videos of remakes of games. But, I mean, it's a nice utensil. But I think they're on to something at the end. They held you back. They held back games that they could have put out a year ago, to give you this lineup so they can give you the same lineup for the PlayStation 5. But for the PlayStation 4, if you own a PlayStation 4, you're in utopia. You might not even have to make the jump because for a whole year, you're going to be playing the same games on the PlayStation 5.
You funny. It is what it is, man. I mean, I'm actually surprised. I've been impressed with that. You actually think this lineup was somewhat impressive?
No, it's very impressive. It's very impressive if you're looking at the competition. I mean, I'm not going to sit there and say Microsoft is swinging stuff out the park. No, Microsoft is setting up the next generation, but PlayStation is ending their generation. So they, they're going to be ended in the next generation. So they might be good now. So
it's kind of weird they're ending the generation almost identical to how they ended last generation, Last of Us.
Well, the Last of Us, it was. Listen, man, it's super impressive. I'll be honest. It's not until I looked at the lineup and you physically look at it, and I was just like, man, like that's pretty impressive. Now, there's a disclaimer, right? These games got to be rated. They have to live up to expectation. But as of right now, on paper, if you look at it, I can't think of anything more impressive. The jury's gonna be out though. Obviously, Neo 2.
We don't have the list of every console generation ending in front of us to compare notes. But what I can say is, being that we are prisoners of the moment, this looks really good.
This looks really good because I mean, like I said, you got Final Fantasy 7 remake in itself already with the hype that it's generating, right? Ghost of Tsushima, this super promising new IP that people are very excited about. Last of Us 2 Last of Us is arguably the GOAT for a lot of gamers, and this is the sequel. So again, pure potential, right? And then Neo's not no slouch, despite I know BG went in on the resolution. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it's a beloved game. And MLB The Show's off. I mean, this is the last year they'll have it to themselves. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day,
we own that too.
I knew this was
Shout out to Phil Dominus Maximus Spencer, so.
And MLB for pressing Sony on splitting it up. But anyway, look, it's super impressive. It's super impressive. The jury's out. I think this is really, really explosive, and we just got to see if they hit expectation. But that's all I got. Philly Eagle, $5 super chat. Newsflash to the boys, both blue and green. Us gamers have all consoles. Not liking a game has nothing to do with plastic. It's simply preference. I feel that. So, Sov, real quick, is E3? What's going on, man?
Yeah, man. I just say, I hate to be the pragmatist and the realist, but this is spooky to me, man. All of a sudden now, LA County has declared a state of emergency because of the carnivorous, and we're
gonna call it carnivorous.
what became a joke on the podcast is not what we actually have to use. So carnivorous.
The king has coined that thing here.
Yes, for demonetization purposes. Thank you.
Oh well,
leave us alone.
you know, even YouTube must bend the knee to the king.
What's funny is BG is calling it the T virus.
The T, I like that.
I
like that.
works too. So LA County is in a state of emergency now. Even on this side of the pond, the country, New York State is declared state of emergency. So the question is, does E3 get canceled? I know for us, it's not something we want to hear. And then beyond that, there were some comments that Jason Schreier made just about if that does happen,
it's over.
Is that the final nail in the coffin for E3?
If E3 gets canceled, I can't guarantee you, but high percentage E3 will never show back up. Because you're gonna force these people to do their own outlet, and then they're gonna do that from here going out because they see how much money they save.
And that was the opinion he had. He's like, well, if you force these people to have to do, Nintendo.
That's why I think.
And that's that ILP did not share the same views and opinions of half of these people.
That's why I think if the ESA, it wouldn't. It's just not just because of this. It's because of them leaking information. It's because of people keep pulling out. Like ESA is going to do everything in their power to not let this event get canceled because I have a feeling they know it's going to do a huge number on them as a company.
And that's the thing, even beyond this stuff, right? This carnivorous stuff. The fact that I Am 8-Bit recently pulled out sort of organizing the entire event. And again, it goes back to what Keely was saying about I'm not liking the direction. When the people in charge and the people set to put the show on are not liking the direction.
But let me ask you this, Soft. Do you think that move, that guy leaving, do you think that's separate from the whole epidemic? I don't know. The vibe I got, maybe it was like
it's totally separate, but
like a directional thing, right?
It's once again like what Keely said. It's a directional thing. I'm not feeling the direction, and so it brings into question how many more people use this carnivorous thing as a segment, not necessarily criticize the direction and use this as an excuse to get out, right? And how many other people do pull out because of the direction they're not feeling, right? So it's one of those things like they're being attacked from both ends. They're kind of stuck in the middle, and so it's kind of a lose-lose situation, right? If this safety concern, this health concern causes them to shut down, they're in trouble. If for whatever reason the event is trash because everybody's pulling out, they're in trouble. So it feels like a lose-lose situation. And like Alex said, like if it's canceled for whatever reason may be, right? I don't know that it ever comes back.
That's a good question. Let's get Lord Hector, Lord G in real quick. What do you feel? I mean, is it in trouble? Do you think it's still a chance for it to go forward? Anyway, you guys can jump in.
What I was going to say is I think that there is definitely something else that's going on. If you look at if you look at Rebecca Valentine on Twitter, they seem to be.
All right, no doubt, BG. Yo, good looking, bro.
Let it BG, my man.
All right.
They seem to be alluding to this other thing going on with I Am 8-Bit on top of the medical or health concerns, that there's something going on behind the scenes. Then you have the issues with Sony not being there and other publishers drop out. And I really think that something to watch out for is going to be how Ubisoft reacts, if they're going to be there or not. Because I feel like Ubisoft and Nintendo are the last two shoes to fall in terms of what they do. And Ubisoft, they seem to be really counting on E3 and how they're going to align what they do going through the next year. Because Ubisoft still has 4 games to release in the next 4 or 5 games to release in the next fiscal quarter. We don't have dates for any of them.
Right. No, it's a good point. Lord Macho? Oh, no, Soft, rebut, and then Macho.
Just on the Ubisoft thing, right? I do think, just like Microsoft, they pride themselves on having a big presence at E3. But I think they don't necessarily need it, though. I love the fact that they're there and they go all out, right? Sometimes their conferences are a little wacky or whatever the case may be, but they really go in. And I know they love being there. I know they love that sort of interaction and to bring out their new stuff. If they step back from it, though, and they're forced to step back from it, they seem like a publisher to me that doesn't need it. The strength of knowing that you're going to get a new AC, that Legion is finally going to come out. They're going to announce whatever new stuff is coming. I don't think they need it.
It's interesting.
I don't think publishers need it. I don't think E3 was never designed for publishers and developers. It was mainly designed for the industry, the media, the influencers. That's what it was designed for. It was designed for a common middle ground place where people could come look at the products that they're doing, you know, and then properly be able to write about it and cover it. I think people don't realize if E3 leaves, it's going to put a huge dent in the industry because we no longer have that.
Well, I mean, yeah, this is tough. Let me get a little Macho and then we'll jump in. What do you feel, man?
I completely agree with Alex's point of view on that. It's such a huge event that goes on throughout the one time in the year for not only publishers and developers but for media as well. So taking that away from everybody is, like he said, it's going to create like a huge dent in that. And with coronavirus and everything that's going on,
Don't say that word.
Say that,
my bad. With carnivorous,
it's already too late.
With carnivorous, my bad. With carnivorous and just the leaks themselves, I think it's just a bump in the road right now for E3, and they're gonna get back on track because right now they're in desperate mode. So they're gonna have to pull out the big guns on this one now.
Yeah, we shall see. Sub, you just started it off. Addict, you got in. King, did you get off?
No, I didn't. I think people with agendas is moving in their way. I think people with their agenda for their platform and for their things are doing things in their fashion. I said the first time when individuals left E3, I didn't care anyway because I didn't go to your function. And there's no slight towards you. It's not about you, brother. It's about the what E3 represented to me as a child. So the fact that I'm able to get there and able to go there, I don't really care about your agenda. I don't really care about how you feel that you should control it. Yeah. As youth, we always feel that we can do better than our elders, right? So we're gonna look at E3 as the elders, and then the youth are the influencers or the people that were involved, that had a voice, that were growing, and they got bigger, so they felt in their heart than E3, and they're able to challenge E3. Now, the fact that the leaks went on not too long ago with their information being put to the streets, they looked at Big Brother and said, "You did us dirty, and we're going to get you back." So now you have all these little silent protests because they can't come out and tell you that they're actually protesting. They can't come out and tell you that we're actually making a move against them. And I think they're using the carnivorous virus as a vehicle to push their agenda, to get you to think in a manner. See, because once you control mind share, then you control populace. Once you control populace, then you can have them move in the manner that you want them to. I don't believe E3 is going to be touched, because why wouldn't PAX be touched? Why wouldn't PAX be canceled? The reason why PAX wouldn't be canceled is because it's not on the agenda of those individuals. Because they're trying to act like they're standing up for the little guy. They're only standing up for themselves. All right. So don't think that because E3 is in a situation where it's a state of emergency. Listen, it's a state of emergency every flu season. The flu that killed more people than any carnivorous can. And I want y'all to stop drinking the tea. I want you to look and see what's going on in front of your eyes. These people have an agenda against this part.
Good tea. It's tasty.
Yeah, I see. And y'all like to drink it.
You think it's more? Again, just want to clarify your stance. You think it's more because of what kind of like that guy that left that Saul was talking about, where it's a philosophy change, right? Sony said they didn't like the direction. Jeff Keighley said they didn't like the direction. Now we have this thing. So you think that this is more that, and that I'm just trying to get your point.
Yes.
You feel that this is more that, and that the carnivorous, right, thou shalt be named, is smokescreen to just not smokescreen, but they're using that to be like, oh, well, that's another reason
why they don't need to throw up. Like the same way. The same way I told y'all, the carnivorous was the reason why Sony used that to not go to PAX. There was no reason for Sony not to be at PAX. It was no reason for Capcom not to be at PAX.
All right. I hear what you're saying, but to your point, to your point, let me just be double. Okay, what about we see an events like South by Southwest canceled? We're seeing Okay, but I just want to like what's your response to these other events that may not necessarily deal with gaming?
Different. That's
also
communicable.
taking
That's a different communicable type of thing. They can never control. They can never control that, right? Okay, but this can actually be maintained and controlled. But they was turning it into what I perceived that E3 said they was going to do. They was going to make it more palatable to the crowd.
Right, which is the influencers, and
right. So they were going to have a whole different philosophy change. Remember what Sovereign said and what Addict said. Addict said E3 was never meant for you. E3 was always meant for the developers and for bigger companies to meet in a common place to talk about what's going forward, and for y'all guys to get a peek in when they do the shows, to send it out to you to see it so you can envy. There's no more envy if you can attend, if it's open for everybody. So elitists don't feel elite if the commoner is there.
You got
which is where get at it.
You got a point there, because the majority of people always seem complaining about this was the people that's going to these was the media, was the huge IGN outlets, because they had to wait in line, they couldn't get through stuff, and they didn't want to adapt to it.
That was E3's fault, right? Because E3 never came up with a real plan of how do you appease media, right, and let them do their job, right? And we're Lords of Gaming and ILP are probably in that boat this year, right? How do you appease media, and then how do you start appeasing fans coming in? And to this point they haven't figured that out in a way that I think.
But this year they're giving media an entire day. Like,
this year, and that's movement in the right direction. That's absolutely
right. But to King's point, maybe it's too little, too late. The damage has already been done because of the last 2 years. Let's be honest. We there's some truth to what King is saying in the sense of media not being happy with integrating with the content creators being online. Remember that first time they opened it up to the fans, right? And they allowed the fans to pay a certain price, like $150 or whatever, and you can get in. Those guys are kind of on the same line as the the IGNs or whoever, the GameStops or whatever. And there was a big pushback. There was a big pushback. They were very upset with that.
There's people in the chat commenting on my mic. Is this better? Because I was like sitting way back in my chair.
Okay, it's all good.
You sound better.
You sound better. Yeah, he said Addict. You sound lower. Yeah, now you're sitting back. But yeah, I mean, I understand. You were saying Solve and King?
About that.
My thing is this, right? To end my point, it's people agendas, okay? And it has absolutely nothing to do with E3 falling out. I'll show you. I'm going to teach you. And there's a group of them. There's a group of them, and they're very vocal, and they have a large influence, and they're controlling your thoughts. And your thoughts is, oh man, E3 is going down. Is this the death knell? Is this the death knell? If you hear something over and over and over again, you tend to believe it. You tend to believe that it's the truth. Every time you turn around, there's another video saying, is this the death knell? Now, I'm going to give you one caveat.
Okay.
I already paid for my flight and so I'm completely biased as the hell no.
I respect that honesty. I was about to go there.
The bread is out there. The car is rented. The place is rented. The flight is paid for. The boy is ready to go.
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm ready to get this coverage for you. The same way that I went over to the PAX for the Carnivorous, I'm willing to break.
You put your life on the line, kid.
Exactly. I got a couple of fears that a couple of other functions that we attend might be canceled because of the Carnivorous. I believe so, because I believe that the insurance rates have went through the roof. There's other things in the background that goes along with stuff. But do I think that E3 is dead? I don't think so. I think it's in an evolution stage, and the people that was from the old regime doesn't like the new direction.
It's an interesting theory. I mean, I get some parts of what you're saying. I definitely do get some parts of what you're saying. Look, with this whole thing, man, we're definitely obviously concerned. My whole thing, forget all that. My thing, honestly, is the LA aspect, the state of emergency aspect, right? That part concerns me because I don't know if they're
the state of emergency as well, right?
What happened?
I said, you know, New York is a state.
Right, and that I just don't want to minimize it though. My whole thing is I just want hopefully that they get that under control, right? And whether it be having the proper testing or recognition things that they need to be able to handle something like this, right? So I don't want to minimize that because yes, there are also people dying and stuff like that. I'm not trying to minimize it just for gaming. At the end of the day, if that does get lifted, you know what I'm saying, and they're able to show that they can, I would say contain it, but hold it. At the end of the day, we got to see how this thing gonna play out. It's fluid. That's how I look at it. This thing is a fluid situation. We'll see. We're 2-3 months away. How this thing plays out. You know what I mean? I would hate it for it to be canceled. And selfishly, like King, yeah, we've already made plans to go out there. We trying to give coverage, stuff like that. We know Microsoft had the intention of being there. Obviously, with GDC, they pulling out. It would be a shame, obviously, as a result of this thing, for them to pull out because Microsoft tends to do big. And let's be real, it's a console launch. As gamers,
I think
it will sadden us that
even
we wouldn't be able to, to do this because of some type of epidemic that's not under
and
control.
The funny part, I think even if E3 gets canceled, Microsoft's still going to do their thing.
We're going to see, like I said. I mean,
because if you think about it, Microsoft's not even part of E3, really. Like,
yeah.
I mean, no, don't they have?
No. They have a section on the floor.
They have a section this year on the floor, but I'm saying
this year on the floor.
I'm saying they have one in there too. So even
they have their own little house and everything. So
even if
you mean that even if E3 was, you say that they still might do their joint in the Microsoft theater?
If you think about it, like. They've invested millions too. Like, so why would they?
But if ESA cancels, I'm with Saul. I think if ESA cancels, Microsoft then will cancel. They're not going to
still going to do it. I think they're still going to do it.
Absolutely nuts if Microsoft does a whole week of Microsoft love.
That'd be crazy.
Phil Dominus, Maximus Spencer. If these dudes pull out, show the true leader that you are.
Why must he risk his life?
Then they blame Phil.
What they blame?
It will be so gangster that you still control your house. And you will not stop.
I don't care. I'm talking about these games.
All right, so hold up.
You nigga come out with the biohazard mask.
We got a $5 super chat real quick.
We
got $5 super chat from JD Gamer. It'll up to the Iron Lords to spread the truth about E3 supremacy and call out all the fakers with their crazy agendas. Hashtag E3 is forever. Call them out, King. How you feel about that?
My guy right there.
Yo, JD been riding today, man. But look, this is a long show. We got
133 people. Definitely hit that like button. We got 97 likes. Let's get that over 100.
Thank you. 100. Let's get 3 more likes. Let's get out of here. But look, King has said what he had to say. I would say everybody said what they had to say. It's fluid, y'all. We'll see how it plays out. We hope this thing gets contained, and we hope definitely that it still continues because obviously the Lords will be out there.
We already paid our money.
We paid our money.
Shout out, you better pay us triple for us to not go.
No doubt. So we got a new poll because there was no poll last week. The polls are back. New ILP poll this week.
People have not spoken yet.
The people have not spoken. With the majority of the major PlayStation 4 release dates being revealed for 2020, do you think the PS4 has the greatest end of generation software lineup in gaming history? The choices are A, yes, the greatness is unparalleled in gaming. B, nah, prop the brakes, fam. No guarantees any of them games are bangers yet. Or C, I don't care. Y'all ain't keep that same energy with the PlayStation 2. Shout out to all those who will participate. It will go up. Shout out to Kid Smooth. $5 super chat. Coming in late, kid. Xbox Series X September. PlayStation 5 late October. Xbox Series S early November. Is that an exclusive, Kid Smooth? Is that a
Planet Xbox that stuff to the chat, man?
If they come out in September, they give those dudes a whole month to rock out. You might as well bury that PlayStation 5. You might as well set fire to that PlayStation 5 because it's dead.
Oh, man. Those are the choices. Please rock the vote when it goes up. Lord BG, Lord Gene, Lord Macho, LordsOfGaming.net, fully in the building. Their debuts on ILP. Salute to these brothers. They do tremendous writing.
Sorry.
And go ahead, keep interrupting.
I was trying to do a solid. If you guys want to go check out all the amazing covers that these people did, there's the link to the website in the chat.
Yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you. So let's get these outros with LordsOfGaming.net finest. Let us start with the Gene, the OG, Mr. Suit Jacket himself, the flyest of the fly, the professional guy, my guy, Lord Gene. When his mic is muted. What's up?
Save your E3 money and go to TGS and go to XO20.
Woo! You heard it here first. What about PAX West? Can we go to PAX West?
Cut Gene mic off. Don't listen to Gene. All right, Gene is back in the bushes. Gene does not get that review copy.
he's been demoted. Oh man, you know, set the higher ups, Gene.
You notice he didn't say go to Gamescom either. Like, either not. Don't go
to Gamescom.
Does he say go to QuakeCon? No doubt. Shout out to Texas. No doubt. But where can the fine people find you, sir? Where on your social medias? What's going on?
Twitter at 37Gene37.
Woo!
And on the website, just go to the website, read all the articles.
What's the name of that website, sir? I heard that website's pretty good.
LordsOfGaming.net.
Woo, my man! Woo!
The Platinum Games interview is amazing, and the Fall Guys piece is really good, and the disc room piece is really good. Play Minute on Games Pass.
My man. Oh, King likes that. King likes that. You getting back into good graces. Yeah. King likes that. Salute to Lord G, man. Absolute pleasure, man. Having him in the realm, his first time in ILP. And of course, we got LogNet's Rookie of the Year, the Macho Man himself, Lord Hector. Where can the fine people find you? What you got going on?
Yeah, man. Thank you guys so much, first of all, for the opportunity to go to PAX. We knocked it out of the park, and I couldn't ask for a better group of people to go with. A group of passionate, hardworking guys. Like, really, it was a time of my life, a time I'll never forget. And I thank you guys for letting me live the dream for that weekend. Facts. It was a blessing. People can find me on Twitter, where I'm most active, Hector_Ram, Roman numeral 2. So just II right there. And again, catch the LordsOfGaming.net. I will be putting out a lot of pieces the next week. I was talking to Attic last night about we're brainstorming.
I heard y'all cooking up.
Yeah, we cooking. We cooking. We about to serve. So it's LordsOfGaming.net for all that.
I like this. I like this.
Portions, and we gotta wait for years.
It's cool.
It won't be.
I got you, King. I got your appetizer. I got your lunch. I got your dinner.
You know what the greatest thing about it is, King? We got years of content.
Is it gonna be all in one meal, or do I gotta get an episode? Because I don't like my joints in episodes.
You don't like your episodic articles?
Nah. I want a complete article. I don't want a cliffhanger at the end.
I make sure to tag you everyone, King. I tag you everyone, brother. Everything's for you, my man.
I'll read them.
No doubt. Absolute pleasure to have Lord Macho in the room. Oh, man, so much fun. And, of course, Lord Attic back in the building, the reuniting, back with the intro. A little technical difficulty, but we got through it. But where can the fine people find you, man? What you got going on?
You can find me on Twitter at Lord Addict ILP. You can also find me at Best Buy buying that collector's edition of Final Fantasy 7.
Let's go.
And you could find me well, that's
destroying the hopes and dreams of all game players.
Definitely be looking out for. Don't listen to him. Definitely be looking out for my my reviews of the games that's coming out next week. I actually I'm gonna review Ori, and I'm gonna review Bleeding Edge when it comes out. So definitely be looking out for them.
No doubt.
I got your line number at it. I got your line number. I already got right here in my pocket. Line number 587. Got you, homie.
587. He got him. You already know. And of course, reuniting back in the realm. Sword Sovereign back in the realm, man. Where can the fine people find you? What you got going on?
Nothing. Going to work. You know how but I'm gonna try to at least get through Ori again to prepare myself for Will of the Wisps.
Woo!
Try to finish Star Wars at some point in time, but yeah, man, big shout out to Lord Macho, Lord Gene, Lord Old School
Style, Lord Bob Dunn.
Exactly. And of course you guys, Snaldo, Hyde. You guys did a job. Absolutely amazing job, man. You guys killed it. So proud, man. Watching each one of those videos go up, just so damn proud. It was crazy. It was crazy.
That's what's up, man.
What else? I just, man, this Carnivorous killing me, man. They just delayed my TurboGrafx 16 mini.
Yeah, I heard the mini got delayed too. Yeah, I did one. That was when I was interested.
I already pre-ordered it, so whenever it show up Amazon, I'm gonna ship it.
Yeah, no doubt. Yes, Lord Saul was definitely missed. Good to be back in the run. Lord King, out here fighting the fight for gamers so that we don't get swindled and bamboozled.
And it's not working because your man over there just keep yelling out, "I'll pay 500. I'll pay 6."
No doubt. Okay, where can the five people find you? What you got going on, man?
You can find me on Twitter at King David OTW. You can find me on KOS. You can find me on Combat Talk. KOS is coming back in a whole different fashion. Reimagining, the juices is flowing. Pause. Rooms that got done as soon as I got back to hard work. Also, we just up our technology thanks to the help of you guys. It's truly amazing and humbling to be a part of the movement, to see the support from you guys, to see the appreciation for us, uploading this stuff, because it was like I told Cog I had made a mistake. I sent a video of my mistake, and it was up 5 minutes and already had like 40 views. And I was like, what the hell? I said, yo, Cog, you gotta take it down. I did something wrong.
You still got a couple we gotta put up.
And I still got like 10 videos that I gotta put up. For you guys that's in the realm, again, I would like to reiterate, those people that have joined the realm, there is hitting videos that is behind the join button. When you join up, there are a ton of videos, and some of them got audio that if you keep listening, you're gonna hear some stuff. If you listen, you will hear some stuff. Please don't record that and put that out. Thanks. For
the members only, exclusive.
For the members only, because you will be banished. We will find you and banish you. But today's my daughter's birthday.
Salute.
So we about to go to the Cheesecake Factory. The boys about to put on some pounds, baby.
Let's go eat.
Pounds. Let's eat.
Love cheesecake. That's what's up, man. Salute to the cake, man. Killing it out there. PAX with us. You already know LordCognito here. Yo, fantastic to be back. Obviously, long show, a lot to talk about. But again, salute to LordsOfGaming.net, all the writers, everybody. And also, I want to thank a lot of the developers and the people that we met, that we crossed paths with. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who crossed paths. I forgot to shout out my man Doc Squiddy. You know what I'm saying? I finally got a chance to meet him. There's a ton of people that I finally got a chance to meet in the flesh. And shout out to all the developers, for the first time showcasing their games, just as much as that is stressful for us to cover, you can tell sometimes it's stressful for them. It's their first time. There's sometimes nervous stuff. So salute to them on that, and everyone that either retweeted the articles or shouted us out from a development or a publisher standpoint. We appreciate y'all. And again, we really, really appreciate the support. LordsOfGaming.net is really moving, and it's all thanks to you guys, all thanks to the writers, the editors, everybody on the team. It is a long day. King's got to go get that birthday on. I got to eat. If anybody got anything else, enjoy your Sunday. We'll be back next week. Catch y'all later. Peace.